Hello, good evening, everyone. Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am. We can hear you. Good evening, ma'am.
Okay, apologies. I've been battling with network. It's really dealing with me here.
It's
I
kind
heard
of
someone
breaking
call my
some of.
name the other time.
Yes, I was just greeting you. Your network is
Oh,
kind of breaking.
yes. I apologize. I hopefully this network just will okay. I've been battling with network for a while now. Good evening once again. Mr. Division, how's your week? The week is but how's your week?
Sincerely, I can't hear you. It's breaking seriously.
Why? I'm serious trouble.
Okay, so good evening, sir, good evening, ma. Just confirm if you can hear me.
Yes, sir. Good evening, sir. We can hear you loud and clear.
Okay, good evening. Um, I can't see your class here. Okay, Mr. Divine is here. Um, firstly, thank you for being here, and I want to apologize for what happened last 2 weeks and last week, partially last week, not all last week. Want to apologize for. I know everyone is not here. Because on the data science class, I think we have up to like 100 people on the Slack channel, if not 80 or to 100 yeah, but on this call now we have less than 7 people, which is not encouraging. We have only 6 people. It's not encouraging, but I think it is due to what happened last 2 weeks and partially last week. Beginning of last week about the LMS. People were not able to join, the videos were not playing well and all that. But thanks to God, we have been able to 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 do something about that. Um, we have been able to resolve those issues. Um, I want to throw this question to you before you guys go and start your class. Do you have any question? Are we still facing any issues? And if there is, what are the issues and how can we solve it better? And also, what do we think we can do to help people attend classes, to help people show up, to handle the zero they had when they were applying for this program? So what do you think go wrong, and what can we do to handle their fire? So number one question is, um, are we still facing any issues? If they are, what are they? Number two is, how can we serve you better? And number three is, how can we return, rekindle their fire, the zeal of those that, that are ghosting these classes, they are ghosting the videos, and are ghosting these classes. What can we do to help them? So you have the floor now. Okay, Mr. Divine, can see your hand is raised.
Okay. So first off, the only challenge I'm having with the LMS is about the soft skills and AI courses. But although I've been watching them on YouTube, because for the AI course, it's just directing me to YouTube that there's an error playing via the LMS. And also, concerning attendance, even during our last class, the turnout wasn't really great, and most people don't even respond on Slack. So I don't even know if some of them haven't gotten access to the LMS. So I don't know, sincerely, I don't know how to rekindle that fire for them to come back, because even on the Slack channel, communication is really low. I don't know sincerely.
Hmm. Okay, thank you, sir. Thank you. So, yours is the AI video, the AI and soft skills video. Okay, I think those have been resolved. I think so. Because work on them during the week. I think they have been resolved. But I'll check again if people are still finding it difficult to watch the AI videos. And
Okay.
like you said, if they are finding it difficult to watch them, then you can go on YouTube to watch them. Okay, you want to some
Yes, I logged in a couple of minutes. The soft skills were playing, but the AI wasn't playing at all. It was just like returning an error page and directing to YouTube. But the soft skills
wow.
is okay. I don't know about other modules though.
Okay. We'll check. I'll check. Okay, thank you so much. Um, Ibrahim,
Yeah, good evening, sir.
good evening, sir.
Oh, yeah, I can't lie. This is my first time of joining the class, so I did not really know like a specific time or a day the class used to like come in. You understand? So I think I was just lucky today to just see the notification on Slack that few minutes to go, stuff like that. So I did not really know specific day and time because I thought there would be an updated this thing on WhatsApp, on the channel on WhatsApp, and there is no any news or any information about the class on the channel on WhatsApp. So I was just lucky to see this today. So I don't know if there is anything can be done to that. Thank you.
Okay, so yours is you didn't know you don't have the schedule, like you don't even know when your class um is coming up. So your class is every Thursday. And I'm sure I posted it, your courseware posted it too. I posted it on the WhatsApp channel. I think the mistake I did is I didn't put it that it's a recurring link. It is the same link that you'll be using throughout the program. So you finish the program, it's a recurring link. So it is this link that you use to join this meeting. That is the same link you use to join the other meetings too. Except it's a general meeting, which another link will be provided. Or if it's related to your class, then it's the same link. It's the same link. And like your course website, um, it was updated. Like um, I sent it last week. You sent it on put it on your Slack channel this week too, even last week. But all the same, now you know. So it's every week, 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. Uh, that's that. So any other suggestion? How can we serve you better? How can we kindle the fire of your colleagues? Um, and what other issues are you facing? Oh, Mr. Ibrahim, hope you are not facing any issues. The LMS,
Yeah,
with
yeah, yeah,
LMS.
yeah. Thank you. So
Okay, okay, okay. I think oh, okay. Okay, look, Dennis, you have the floor.
Okay, yeah, can you hear me? Good evening.
Oh, I can clearly. Good evening.
Okay, so for me, the AI and soft skills video were not playing when I checked it like some time back. So since I kept checking it continuously over and over again, and it was not working, I just decided not to even check them honestly till today. So, and I feel like that's one of the reasons why so many people like developed cold feet because maybe they felt like nothing is working here and all of that, right? But I'm glad that you're saying this. So I'm sure once I drop this call, I'll go again to check that those videos are playing. So I think that's one of the ways most people might want to join, but they'll feel like nothing is working. So that should be why maybe the turn up it was low last week, and maybe that's also why it's still low this week. But I guess once
Mm.
everybody knows everything is back to normal, everything is working, then we can then create a refresher. Okay, this is the breakdown of what we are doing, and we are on track. Let's do this, and I think it will improve the turnout. or the turn up rather.
Okay, sir. Okay. Thank you so much. Um, like I said, it was it was partially due to our faults. The fault is from us, not entirely on them. But I won't say it's entirely on us too, because you guys face the issue too, and you are here. And the AI and soft skills, they are just a general course, not the main reason why you are here. You are here to learn code, data science. So if even if the AI and soft skills course are not working, then when your core course is working, then you should be good to go. And like you said during your onboarding, once you are when you are facing any issue, like you should just your first line of defense is what go to your course rep. Okay, I'm having this issue, I'm having this, I'm having that. So they are the one that will come to us that okay, this person is having social issues. Can we probe it further? And when we probe and we see that you are doing it's a bit too, then we are going to help you get it solved. But once you are facing an issue and you don't let it out, you just came to a conclusion that oh this is not working. How then can we help? Because if they paid for the program and they are facing issue, they will take it as a necessity what to cry out that I'm doing this, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. But I think some people they are complacent, they feel relaxed because it's free, so it's not taking anything from them. It is a win-win to them. But I would say it's a win-lose because you are the one winning and we they lose. Because your instructor she recorded the video already and it's not an easy task. Recording a video, nobody is talking, you're just recording yourself. When you are not a radio presenter, just they talk, you explain. Nobody is doing yeah, can are we with me? Yes, man. Nobody is saying anything, just recording. It's a lot and they are doing it regardless with no pay. And those that they are not doing it for, they are not in class, they are not even turning up. You not turning up it means you are giving them the middle finger that you guys can do whatever you like. I'm not interested. It's painful. So that is why I am here to ask us whatever is wrong with how can we serve you better? How can we serve you better? So I think everything is working fine now. Aside the AI and software video that your instructor talked about, your class rep talked about, and which you are going to go for that. So everything is working. You can help tell your colleagues everything is working fine. And if they are facing any issues, they can, of course, can discuss it out. They can get across to Mr. Divine or Mr. Izuchukwu, and they'll get across to us to help you guys solve it. Um, so thank you. Any other question? Any other question? And if there are no questions, let me ask this. How many of us have watched this video? How many? How many have watched it? You can just raise up your hand. Let me see. Let me see. Okay. Only Mr. Divine. Oh my Jesus. Okay, Mr. Izuchukwu. You can keep it please so that we can I want to do a let count. Okay, three people. Mr. Divine Izuchukwu. Gosh. Ah. Only three people. Oluwa, no. I'm not sure. What happened? Mr. Ibrahim, what happened? You have not watched this video. What happened? I'm not sure this man is on this call. Ah. Okay, Dennis. What's happening?
So
Okay,
what's going on is
by
that this week, all of it started to break my heart. Is that what we are saying? Because why are we seeing so few hands that have watched this week's video? Last
okay.
week I was excited. On boarding week I was excited. This week, what's going on?
Okay,
Um,
Dennis, you can go. Okay, let's hear you. Let's hear.
Okay, by this week's video, like which are you referring to? I've actually watched some videos, so I need to know like which specific videos are you talking about?
We have two lessons there. We have week one and we have week two. The second, it was posted on Tuesday, if I'm not mistaken. The video was posted on Tuesday, so we should be there. I think what's our lesson again? Um, Forgotten.
Data types.
Oh yeah, data types. Yeah.
So, Mr. Deyemi, there was an error in the last um two videos. So they were changed, like where we're
Yeah.
talking about interpreter and
Oh,
compiler.
yes, 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 yes. Yes. I was expecting you guys to talk about I was expecting you guys to talk about that. So I think she's going to expire in class now. You guys are going to do something, a simulation of that in class. I don't know. So when you were talking about I think interpreter and compiler, you were showing um something else. And when you were talking about that thing that you're showing, you're talking about interpreter and compiler, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yes, sir.
So for you to know that I watch the videos too, I watch them too. We learn together. So so Mr. Dennis.
Yeah, I can hear you. Okay, so
Okay, go on, please.
okay, please, like it's not like I'm taking it for granted, right? It's just like I told you, like I didn't check back because I felt like the whole thing was like undergoing maintenance. Do you understand? So I take it seriously, please.
Okay, so all the same, we are in class now, which is good. Um, the thing is, the videos will be posted weekly, if not on Monday, on Tuesday they will be posted. Please, let's make sure we watch the videos. Mr. Nachihito, want to say something?
Right. Good evening, everybody.
Good evening, sir.
First of all, I have a suggestion.
Okay.
And please, who is the class rep? Because I've been here. This is my first time attending the class. I've been hearing class rep, class rep. So I want to suggest that first of all, class rep should create maybe like a WhatsApp group chat for easy information. Because most times I don't know, I was not getting notification till this week when something popped out. They announced that you guys have already started class, something like that. So I will suggest that the course rep create a WhatsApp group chat, then drop the link on the Slack channel so that everybody can join. Now, second of all, this is my first time attending the class, as I said. So I wanted to ask the LMS website where we do watch our video. Is it like the videos are being uploaded before the class? Then when we come to the class, we talk about the video that was being uploaded, or is the reverse is the case? So that's what I want to know.
Okay. It shows you're not in the onboarding. You're doing the onboarding. All these were explained as we emphasize on them doing the onboarding. All the same, so that you'll be carried along, so that you won't be left behind. The LMS is the learning management system, and we have recorded videos there. So videos that are posted on the LMS, you have to watch them before coming to class, so that you can ask questions based on what you watch, based on what you watch. So you should be in class to ask questions. Okay, well, I'm having this difficulty. I don't seem to understand it. But because next week now, according to what you said, you guys will be starting coding. You're going to SQL from next week. So what if you don't watch the videos? How then do you will you know what she's talking about in the live class? So it is watch the video before coming to class. Watch the video before coming to class. And to your second question, because of our time, so many people have asked about the WhatsApp group and all that. You say no, there's nothing like WhatsApp group. We are not creating any WhatsApp group for security purpose, for privacy and all that. And whatever after leaving this program, what the company that you are going to work, that you are going to maybe intern and all that, they are going to use, they will most likely use Slack as their communication channel. So why not learn how to use learn how to use Slack before getting to the job market. So WhatsApp is not an official communication channel. WhatsApp is not an official I know it is, of course, it is easy because when you wake up in the morning, the person you do is what after praying. Even some of us will not pray. Is what go to our WhatsApp accounts and start scrolling, looking for messages and all that. But nothing, it's not going to do you anything. It's not going to do you any harm if you also learn how to use Slack. I also didn't know how to use Slack before we started that Africa, but I learned because of you guys. I learned how to use Slack. So nothing should stop you from learning how to navigate Slack. We are not creating any WhatsApp channel, any WhatsApp group, sorry. And um even of course, even your instructor know during it was in last quarter. Um it was a no. And now it's still the answer is still the same. No. Learn how to use Slack. Learn how to use Slack. Because I'm sure if you see the need, if you see a need, if this program is something you paid for and it's something you love, like if this skill is what you love to know, what you love to learn, yeah, you will see the need to learn how to navigate Slack. So I'm telling you now, like learn how to go about it. It's easy. Log into your once you wake up in the morning, you just open your Slack. You are only seeing as far as you are concerned, you're only seeing three channels. You are seeing the general channel, the announcement, and your track channel, which is data science. So three. I'm not sure. I don't think anything is added. Nothing is added in this thing. If I show you my own Slack channel, you pity me. For last quote, I'm in all the channels. For this quote, I'm in all the channels. So and I have to check one by one, one by one by one. It is very, very easy. Log into your Slack channel, check. You don't even have business. Of course, you don't have business with other even the announcement channel now. But of course, maybe once in a while, check the announcement channel if there's an official communication from the data local team. But log into your Slack channel, just click your own the data science channel and look for messages that well, I don't think this thing is hard. Just learn how to use Slack. Again, creating WhatsApp channel is a no. It's a no from the team. Um Hello.
Yes, sir, we can hear you.
Okay, I can't hear you guys. So that's from me. Any other question? Nice. So I want to hand over to this. So the attendance is not encouraging. It's not encouraging to me. It's encouraging to your circle that puts in a lot of work to put all these things together. So from henceforth, please, I just want to encourage our colleagues to join the class. To join the class. I don't know how to navigate Slack channel should not be an excuse, should not be an issue. It is very, very easy, very, very easy. So I'm begging us for God's sake. And we should know that every Thursday we are having a class every Thursday. So there should not be dilly-dallying about that. So thank you so much. Okay, Rose, you are using up your hand. Um, Rose, Rose, Rose. You have the floor. Rose Danjuma. Okay.
Good evening. You asked how many of us were able to
Okay,
finish the
okay,
task.
okay. Thank you. So as far as this video is concerned, I think only 5 people watched the video. Oh my, Ocha. Ah, no, voila. No problem. So we are going to work on the recommendations. The AI video, I'm going to check back if they are still intact. And if no, I'm going to refer it to the engineering team to check. So thank you so much. Mrs. Oriyomi, you have the floor now, man. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Much. Can you hear me, please?
Yes, we can
Yes,
hear
we can
you.
hear you.
Okay, good evening, everybody. Um, I'm not happy. Oh, people broke my heart this evening. What's going on? See me vibing to the fellow instructors today that I was so excited that a lot of people had watched the video as of last week, and the body section was fire. Why are we're just in week two? Why is there a drop? I understand that there have been technical issues from our end in Diver Africa, but I'm just hearing I cannot watch AI videos. Data science videos are not AI videos. So what is wrong with data science videos that you have access to that you've not watched? Let's even do something. Who has watched week one videos? They are done with with everything in week one. Please, a show of hands. Okay, I have 3. Week one videos. 4, 5, 6. Okay. So now can we see what the problem is? It's actually like, can you see what I was talking to you about recording these videos? So to bring it to our notice, I had this conversation with instructors today. Going forward, before all the classes and all the lessons outlined in the curriculum, you're supposed to have them on your LMS, like at least a recorded video. But I had made a decision. You will not be having everything going forward. You'll just be having half of it on the LMS. The remaining half will be in the live section. So if you don't attend my live classes, I'm so sorry. And I will not share my slide. Because last week I had 20 people. We had dropped to 13. Yes, I know that it is, you can, I had the conversation of someone saying that because the LMS had technical issues, people are discouraged that things are not working. It is barely 2 weeks into the program and you have jumped into the conclusion that things are not working. No, cut people some slack. Even functioning companies have downtimes. So why are we not cutting Dive Africa from slack? This is the second class in the week, in the entire program. So it is barely 2 weeks. So how will you jump into the conclusion that things are not working? Even banks, like structured organizations, have downtimes in their system. Yes, I think there's a time DTB Bank had that issue this year, that for like almost a week, transactions were failing. Cut people some slack. Cut technical. See, tech is not black and white. You have unexpected technical issues here and there. So if you're concluding in week 2 that things are not working, it takes a lot of you. I'm sorry, with all due respect. And it is very discouraging. It is bad. These are people putting in their efforts without being paid to empower other people, and you don't want to cut them some slack. That's unfair. I think it's because a lot of us, I'm sorry, tonight, this evening, I just want to pour out my mind. It's because a lot of us don't know the kind of effort and time that goes into these things. I have a full-time job. Mr. Shelua has a full-time job. Everybody in Dive Africa, because I know almost all the instructors, everybody in Dive Africa has full-time jobs. Like we're employees to companies, that we have things that we do. And I said that, I said in the last class that I also have a data engineering course I am running. I am a student. I am your instructor. I have a job. I have other things that pertains to my life. So I can list like 5 things I'm doing that are very important. And you will not appreciate our efforts by watching videos and all. If you have issues, communicate. We had this conversation in instructors meeting today. You people do not communicate. It's unfair. I'm pained because it's unfair. I said this thing in last class. I said none of your slides are AI generated. None. I sit down and create your slides. Do you know how that feels? You're not paying. We appreciate your time. We appreciate your efforts. We appreciate everything. Like I said last week, you see how I was so welcoming, because I know that even you using your data and your time is a lot. Yes, we appreciate that. But if you register for this program, please, can you just live up to it and encourage those of us that want to give back? A lot of us are doing this because we decide to give back. If you go to proper tech camps that are paid, they are not cheap. I paid almost $500,000 for data engineering. That's a lot of money. And the people that are doing data science in my school paid the same amount, almost $500,000. That's about 500. That's 500,000. Let me call it the way it is. That's a lot of money. So you should imagine if people are I'm saying somebody, I know people that are in data science in my school that paid the exact amount. So imagine if you are getting this same value and you're not getting anything less. I can promise you, you cannot get anything lesser than they are getting. Imagine you're getting a 500,000 worth of value and you're trashing it like this. It is very, very painful. I'm at this light, I will not be upset, but I am pained because this is not encouraging. I know a few of us that come put in our time. Yes, I appreciate those that do that. God bless you. But please, those of us that are not doing that, please, your participation is our own thank you. Yes, your participation is our thank you. Your participation is our Mr. Isholuwa, the administration job he does, he compiles video, reach out to instructor, he's always on our neck. Sometimes in the midnight, Mr. Isholuwa is messaging me after 12. Man, where are your videos? If not want to edit, want to do this, can you imagine? This is a lot. It takes a lot of dedication to do that. Please, yes, we have technical issues. We admit these things are our fault, and we promise you that these things are in fact effectively being worked upon, so that you will not have any issues, at least from our own side, in the course of your stay in Dive Africa. But as much as we are trying to resolve this issue, please encourage us. Encourage us to want to do more. The way it's discouraging for you that you got discouraged. Imagine you got discouraged in less than 2 weeks. What do you think happens to us that are putting in? We've not, this our own timing did not start 2 weeks ago when you started your class. We've been at it more than 2-3 months before this cohort started. So imagine we've added at least 2-3 months of effort, and you are discouraged in 2 weeks. Imagine our own disappointment when you do not do the things we want you to do. I don't mean to offend anybody by saying anything this evening, but please, this is me talking from the place of my own personal pain, because I know the kind of effort I have put into this to make it work. Please, 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 please. Don't, like I said, I've said this in previous class, please don't waste your time, because you definitely will not waste mine. Please don't waste your time. I know, yes, a lot of people want to do tech, but when the demands of learning these things come, people chicken out. It's not easy. I've been there for over 2-3 years now. It is a lot, yes. But please, you took the assessment, you decided to register. Watch your videos. If you have any issues, communicate. The administrators are not magicians. If they don't know, if they don't hear from you, don't know anything is wrong, please communicate. WhatsApp channel is a no. Please do not, I don't know if South Africa has rules. Do not create a WhatsApp channel. Okay, nobody has my number, so nobody can invite me to any WhatsApp channel. Don't. Why? We are trying to enforce you understanding and learning professional communication. When I was in med school, they would tell us you are professionals in training. So I'm going to apply the same word here. You are professionals in training. So you should learn. You shouldn't be getting to an organization and they're like, oh, that's our new data science intern. And they're saying, oh, we want to onboard you on Slack. And you're like, what is that? As simple as that is, they can look at it like, is there somebody saying that what is Excel? In the professional world, Slack is like the most basic means of communication. Yes, it can be a little bit technical with all drama and all, but please, you can learn it. There's nothing we all cannot learn. Me, so I learned Slack when I got employed. I did not know Slack when I was in uni or when I was out of tech jobs. So we can learn it. Thank you for listening to my pep talk, because you still have class. Please, I really hope you can all do better. I'm begging. Like, this is me even begging now. Don't worry, I'll beg. I really hope you can all do better, so that we can say thank you to myself, to Mr. Isholuwa, to all other people that are involved in making this a success. Your participation, your involvement is our thank you. Nobody's asking you for money, please. Just do better, please. Thank you very much. We will try our best to resolve any of the issues that are coming and but you too also, please. Thank you very much. I have a few show of hands. Who wants to go first? I have one that she raised hand. Do you have anything to say to me, Mr. Manager?
I don't have anything to say, man.
All right, thank you, sir. Please, you can kindly drop it. And Mr. Izuchukwu, good evening.
Good evening. First of all, we are very sorry for this kind of behavior, so to speak. You all from Dive Africa have done your best. You've done all it takes to actually give us this knowledge, and we appreciate you. Believe me, we do, and we're sorry. We'll do better. That's a promise. We'll sensitize them better on us on Slack channel days before. Mr. Ode, I believe you are listening. So just what we'll do, we're dropping reminders and everything 2 days before to make sure that everyone is abreast about the new the classes and videos, watching videos, and find a way to actually make sure that everyone is following. Everyone is following. So please, on a lighter note, man, no to this. Just keep doing your pep talk. I will soon get home before the class starts. Yeah, just continue pep talk. Then when I get home, can I start the class? Thank you.
Mr. Sujuku, you are not back home. It's almost 7 p.m. But it's fine. Okay, any other person has anything to say to me before I kick off this class officially? We're going to be a little bit late tonight, but we're not starting early. Mr. Dennis, good evening.
Good evening. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Good evening to you.
Yeah, so we're really sorry for the fact that you feel bad. Yeah, but like I was even the one that spoke about, we are just trying to suggest why, right? But basically it's still like people being negligent about what matters, right? So tech courses are actually very expensive, and we know that, right? So we are going to do better. We are going to try to encourage others on Slack, and I believe that the next meeting is going to be better than this one. We'll have more turnout than this one.
Thank you very much. Thank you. I hope so too. Because last time we were 19, at least some point we got to 20 of us, and now we are just 12. And that 12 includes myself, and in fact, 2 of my accounts are logged in into this call. I have it on my phone because I was having issues with my system. So that's it. There were not even 12. My phone is 1, myself 1, my system is 1, that's 2. Mr. Shalu are 3. So there are barely 9 of us on this call. Oh, in fact, 8. Thank you. There are us on this call. Imagine from a class of 19 last week. You see how disheartening that can be. So that's why I've actually made a decision, and I'd run it through the administration of Dive Africa. So yes, I can see Mr. Dennis said no more recording. So the truth is that initially the formal cohort, they used to just handle all classes on live section. But let me not lie to you, you cannot cover a lot with live sections. Live sections are 2 hours. I was talking to Mr. Shelly today that whatever makes me stay in a class, even me as a person, whatever makes me stay in a class for more than 2 hours, that lecturer has lost me. Whatever you are saying, you're not talking to me again. Because the truth is that nobody has the attention span of like 3 hours to learn anything tech related. We might look like you have the attention span now because we've not started doing technical things. But when we start coding, you'll be exhausted. Because some people are not up to, some people are going to be left behind, some people are going to be distracted. Imagine having to pull everybody together at the same time to make sure we don't leave anyone behind. In fact, 2 hours is not enough. So if I stop all your live recordings, in fact, God bless you, Mr. Divine, you not started debugging. If I stop all your live recordings, I bet you will not cover 70% of your class before 8 weeks is over, and we are not extending the class. And that's the truth. Once you're done with your 8 weeks, you are done with your 8 weeks. So, and I don't want to promise running 2 live sections in a week. Please, I'm just one person. If I list the number of things I'm doing for you, you'll be pitying me. I'm just one person. I can't promise 2 live sections. If we had been able to run 2 live sections, just maybe we can cover up things. But at the moment, we are still having just 1 live section available. And I don't think we're going to, let's just not lie to ourselves, because I don't want to, I said it from the beginning, I will not give you half-baked value. That's a lie. The fact that you're not paying does not mean you will not get value. You will not, that's not going to happen. It should not be said of Dive Africa that we did not give you proper resources because Dive Africa is a free platform. Like which you will never hear that of us. We are bringing, everybody's bringing in their A game. Yes, I know. The truth is that not everybody will participate. That is very, very true. And that's why Mr. Shelua had said it. I think he said this in the body section that it will come to the time where they start cutting people off. I don't know when that time is going to happen. Because left to me, this time should be now. But yeah, I leave that to the administration to decide. They'll start cutting people off. Yes, we want more people to participate because the beauty of the program is to reach out to more Africans. It's not just a Nigerian based program. We want to reach out to more people because the truth is a lot of people want to learn tech, but tech is not cheap. JB, I told you how much I'm paying for my course. Tech is not cheap. It's very, very expensive. It's very expensive. You can go online and search for tech schools, even in Lagos, Nigeria. They are not cheap. And nobody will spoon feed you or anything and be doing 1, 2, 3 for you. They just run through. You understand? You don't understand. They collect their money. But that's not what we want to do here. Do you understand? So it will be very encouraging for all of us to participate. Yes, I know you cannot. In fact, I've learned the hard way that adults are the most very special people to control. You can control the way you control a crowd of children. You cannot control adults like that because yes, everybody has the willpower to do whatever they want to do. But it's all fine and good anyways. Even if I have just like 6 people that are graduating from this course and I can boldly say that these people are my people and I can vouch for them. Nah, my brother, they know they beg tech people to learn. No. They don't. When you start enjoying the money, do you come and give me? You will not remember me now. Maybe one time you just reference me at some point. If you decide to reference Dive Africa self, I remember that you did something in Dive Africa. Your money is your money at the end of the day. All this we are doing is just to give back to the community. But it's fine. I understand. Don't worry. I'm fine. Any other person has anything to say to Mr. Agon?
Yeah. Yes. Please, I have something to say, and I want to just say it because it's in my heart to say it. As much as you are kind of, I'm risking by using the word disappointed with the turnout and the number of persons that watched the videos. I also want to let you know that you have die-hard followers here. Yes, we don't have a huge turnout, but for somebody like me, I wake up every morning. The way I check my mails, I check Slack, I check the LMS. The day I saw your videos, it was that day as I got some break in the office, I started watching them. So you have people that are following you, despite the fact that yes, there are some discrepancies with followership. I understand that, but I want to plead because you made a proclamation not quite long ago that you're not going to be giving us the full videos. You know, as well as everyone here, that our live sessions is not even enough. You understand? It's not even enough to cover the whole lot. So please don't be too quick to punish all of us. Yes, we deserve it, but don't be too quick to punish all of us because, yes, like you said, it's just week 2. Just give us a little time, just next week, and see. Then before you now make that decision, because I know most persons that were here were thinking that you were just going to send your slides the way we know we were talking about it the other day, and they now decide to relax. But if they don't see the slide, they will know that yes, something else has happened. So please just give us one more week. Give us the content because I won't lie. When I watch your videos, it resonates. It's like you are there right in front of me teaching. I love your content. Everything that I'm eating it and regurgitating. So please, before you make that yes, I'm home. So class can start. Before you make that decision, please just give us one more week. Let's see how much we can gather. I promise you, if you check the Slack channel, you will see my post every day, reminding people to join the class. And even at that, as much as we are trying to remind everyone, not everyone will join, like you rightly know. So please, just give us one more week. The attendance will improve. That's a promise. The attendance will improve. That's a promise. So thank you so much. Thank you very much for listening. Let me set up my.
Oh, see me blushing. Like you rented my heart with everything you said. Mr. Izuchuku, you are surely a sweet talker. But okay. All right. Okay. Actually, you rented my heart, yes. But let's not do emotional game yet. That Ibomado, my brother. They have sweet talk. But seriously, it was really lovely to hear you say that. I'm so glad that you could understand the live record and the recordings because the truth is, what was the idea behind what was the initiative I came with when I was coming? It was that I wanted to teach how I wished I was taught when I started out. I struggled. I still struggle with some things. That's the truth. Nobody's an island of knowledge. But I take the class, or I do my videos with the mindset of, if I had to go back in time and I had the opportunity to replay how I learned data science, how would I have wished for people to teach me or to have guided me? I started data science from tech school. Like, I paid from the beginning. I've been paying for my courses. I did not attend any free tech or boot camp. So imagine me paying for things and I didn't even feel like I got the value that I actually wanted. I came from the medical background, and so coming as a total newbie into tech. So I wanted to like do that differently. And I'm really, really glad that you don't watch my videos and you're confused or what she's saying. She's not making any sense to me. I'm really like, that's like, if I did not feel excited about anything tonight, that melted my heart. Thank you very much for that feedback. I am grateful. So back to our videos. No, I'm not totally scrapping recordings, but what I spoke with the administration about was that I noticed that a lot of times when people have programs that are not paid for, I'm not even trying to say out of unseriousness or anything. Yes, if me, if I'm a very, I'm also guilty of it. When we have, especially when it comes to tech skills, a lot of times we feel we want to learn, but when the demands are being placed on us, the truth is that we don't. Well, let me just skip that. I said that I was going to record half of your curriculum, and I'll teach half in the live section, meaning you will not come to the live section with the hope and the mindset that I am doing a recap of what you have watched. You're coming to the live section to learn something absolutely new. So if you don't come, you miss it. So the videos that will be available at the moment, till now, till I see, oh God, now Mr. Izuchukwu is making me to want to rethink some decisions I'm trying to make. I wanted to say that till I see a change in the attendance, the videos that will be available to you only, except if Dev Africa decides to record live sections, are going to be the pre-recorded videos. So that if, like last week now, I was doing a lot of recap of week one, with the grace of some people did not get to on board on time and they didn't watch. So I don't want it to be like you'll be coming to live section, and that's more reason why people will not come for live sections, because they feel, oh, okay, if I watch and look at now, then glory be to God, it's self-explanatory. So imagine if you had to watch it and it's self-explanatory, you will not want to come for live section. That's why I decided that we will not be making all the videos readily available. Maybe sometimes 50%, sometimes 70%. And in cases where their code is your coding would be strictly in live sections. I would only do theory in pre-recorded videos. Yes, that's what I'll be doing. And that is going to, on the most stresses, that's going to be taxing. I might even have to extend the class to like 2 hours 30 minutes so that everybody can code properly. But I think I want to make coding live section so it is interactive. But another flip side to it is now that because of somebody like Mr. Aguna that is most likely on his way for the first 1 hour of class, it would be left behind. So you are seeing the disadvantage of all these things now. Having to make substitutions, because people that are actually very serious are going to be, they might suffer. But okay, we're still trying to see what works. And the way I said it, I might change my mind and decide to make the coding available. Let's just see. Nothing is set in stone. Let me not discourage Mr. Agu to make him think that all he had said did not work. He actually did work, but let's see. Like I said, nothing is set in stone. We would see what would make work. Please, but just please now. Pico, Ejo. I don't know how they say Ejo in Hausa. Yoruba League. Ejo, please. Let's just make this work for all of us. It's just 8 weeks, so and we are 2 weeks down. 6 more weeks to go before you have your mentorship section. Imagine if you go to mentorship section and nobody will be teaching you this one again because your mentors expect that you know it already. So if you are going there half-baked, you are going to stress them. Sure, you see that these things are like they have ripple effects. If you don't do well here, it affects other things that they have lined up for you. You will not be able to do your project well. You'll be confused. You'll be left behind. All these things, and your projects will be like they can serve as like starter up for your portfolio. All these basic things. Do you understand? They are ripple effect. At the end of the day, it is you. You could have a certificate. It's your name that is on. It's me, my own data science certificate. You asked me to provide it for you. I have it. All the certifications I've gotten under data science. My name is on. Their names are on them respectively. Your name will be on this one. Mbiko. please, thank you very much for the cooperation going forward, and those of us that are really really doing well. God bless you. God bless you. I see you guys. You guys are wonderful. God bless you. Bless you. God bless you so much. Thank you very much. So, I've used 1 hour to do pep talk today by your law. But okay, let's see what we can do. Mr. Agu, are you home now? Ah, he has left. Okay. Please, can you hear me? Our class is Mr. Divine. Our class is starting officially. So I don't know what is going on with me and that's pulling us back. If you cannot see my screen and maybe what I'm saying is contradicting what you are saying, please, like you helped last week, just draw my attention to it. Mr. Hagu, I was calling your attention. Are you home now?
Yes, I'm home. I've even set up my laptop now. I'm doing the class on my laptop.
Okay. All right. So we can kick off. Okay, officially after our pep talk. Good evening, everyone. Good evening. For I think Mr. Munachi is joining us for the first time. My name is Oriyomi Adesi. I am your instructor in data science with Dive Africa for the next, let's say, 8 weeks. Yeah, it's nice to meet you, Mr. Munachi. Welcome on board, and we really hope that you would help us catch up with all those videos that you had missed. So let's go on. So please, can you see my screen?
Yes, ma'am, we can see your screen.
Okay, so today we'll be doing introduction to SQL. And first of all, we'll be dealing with data pipelines. So what are data pipelines? Like, let's use realistic example from the word pipeline. What is a pipe? A pipe is a connecting, I'm looking for the next English to use to qualify it. It's just a connecting platform. Connecting means it takes from, let's say, a source and takes to where it supplies to. So I'm using our water pipe as this, whether water pipe or whether petrol pipe or whether fuel tank, or you shall know what a pipe. You know what, like, I want you to have like a graphical image in your mind of what a pipe looks like. So you see that it comes from somewhere. There are two ends to a pipe. It comes from somewhere, it ends somewhere. So that is the same way it works with data pipelines. And it comes from a source layer. So there are different layers to a data pipeline. You have the source layer, you have the processing layer, you have the storage layer, you have the consumption layer. I think that's last time. Okay. Yeah. So source layer. I'm currently on source layer. Is that what you are saying?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So source layer. Like I have here, this involves gathering data from various sources, such as databases, APIs, files, streaming sources, and web scraping. Let's break that down. Databases. There are various databases that are known to the data world, but most of the examples I have here are relational database. So we have Postgres, SQL, we have MySQL, we have MongoDB. So I said for the course of this class, we'll be using Postgres. Please, I forgot to say in the last class that I need you to download 2 things. I think I said it in the onboarding section, but I didn't repeat it in the last class, so I just assume I did not say it, but I am sure I said it in the onboarding section. So, because somebody asked me what are the applications that we'll be using, so I need us to download Jupyter Notebook and Postgres and VS Code. VS Code is not compulsory, but yeah, you can if you want to. But majorly, 2 major things I need you to download are Jupyter Notebook and Postgres. I have tried to download it because I have all these things on my system already. So trying to download and make a video has been an issue for me. I would have done a step-by-step guide on how to download and install. But if you cannot download, I know
We
that
can see
I
your
could not
screen now.
download
We can
Jupyter
see your
Notebook.
screen.
Okay.
It's only you. I can
All
see
right.
your screen.
You can see it. Oh, thank you.
I can see your screen, ma'am.
Because I can see it on my end here too. I can see it on my phone because I'm trying to use my phone to like balance this thing so that I don't have what happened last week. I can see my screen on my phone. So please, can you refresh?
I can see it now. It's my network.
Oh, okay. Yes, sorry, the network has been dealing with all of us. I'm not exempted. All right. So, like I was saying, we have to download Jupyter Notebook and PostgreSQL. I couldn't download Jupyter Notebook, so I could not make a video for it because I have it already on my system. So I'm going to show you what a Jupyter Notebook looks like right now, so that when you are downloading for our total novice, so that when you are downloading, you are not shocked as to what you need to download. 1 second, please. Let me share something else on my
Man,
screen.
are you there?
Yes, I can hear you. Can
You
you
say
hear me?
Jupyter Notebook and what?
Notebook and Postgres SQL.
Yes,
Some people can see it as PG admin 4. Whatever you see, they are the same family members. Did I type it out?
Yes, please.
But I have a question, sorry. But can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay,
What's your
my
question?
own, yes. So for I have Postgres already, VS Code, and the Jupyter Notebook, I use the web version from command line. I don't know if it's okay or I should just download the main Jupyter Notebook itself.
Okay, so I would have said, I think we would attend to that. I want you to launch it. Try launching it now. So when I'm ready, I have to share your screen. I know what you have, so I'm sure that that's what I need. So for people that don't have it, some people might not be able to download Jupyter Notebook. So if you're not, try and download Anaconda. Anaconda has a total package of everything that you will need. But me, I don't have. I have Anaconda on my system, but I use the Jupyter Notebook directly. So I'm going to show you right now what you are looking for. For those, I want to assume that, like I said, we'll be treating this class like nobody knows anything. So for those that don't know anything, let's I'm trying to present so you know. Okay, entire screen. Okay, for now. All right. So now you should be seeing my entire screen. 1 second, please. Let this thing launch. So if I'm going to show you what a Jupyter Notebook looks like. Okay. 1 second, 1 second. Okay. Let's present something. I'm coming. I'm going to share. If I Jupyter Notebook once, I'm going to share it to you and you would see it. So you know what you are looking for. Just 1 second. I'm trying to run it. So any last question on what we are downloading? I think I typed it out. Can you see it? Hello, am I the only one on this call?
Yeah,
Yeah, with you,
we
Mama.
Okay, okay. So, so I'm going to try and launch it. Just 1 second, please. Okay, I think while I'm trying to launch mine, Mr. Divine, I think you are the one that said you have something online that you use.
Yes, ma'am.
Have you launched it?
Yes, I've launched it.
You can if that's what we need. 1 second, please.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, I think I stopped sharing. Yes.
Yes, sir.
Can you share your screen for me, please?
Yeah, okay, I'm doing that right away. Okay, yeah, this is my Jupyter notebook.
Yes, that's what you should be saying. Yes, something
Okay,
like this. Okay.
all right.
So my own is not a my own. I have the app on my phone on my system. I've always had it. I think they've done some. So can you stop sharing? Okay,
All
no,
right.
I've overread just. So I have the okay. So this is can you see my screen? Don't worry, I have a lot of things doing. So this is what
Yes, ma'am,
you
I can
have.
see.
This is what you should be having at the moment. If I'm sorry, not at the moment. When you download, there's nothing in Africa. Let me try and open some. Then okay. Uh, sorry, 1 second. Uh, okay. So I think I have some things here. Okay. So can you still see my screen?
Yes, ma'am, I can see your screen.
Okay. So I think currently you should be having different cells with Python codes.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So if when you are done, when you launch, this is what you should be having. When for those of us that want to download, so I'm giving us like a small run through of what you would see when you download your Jupyter notebook. But this is what the Jupyter notebook icon looks like. Look at this top left, this place where my cursor is dancing around. Can you see it?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, so this is what for I'm doing this for people that don't have prior experience. This is what a Jupyter notebook looks like. So this is what you are looking for. But in cases where you don't find, you would see Anaconda. And I think Anaconda has the entire package. I don't know if I have the Anaconda on my system. Okay, yes, I have Anaconda Navigator on my system. So it has the entire package. Let me see if I can run Jupyter on my Anaconda. I was supposed to make a video, but I was trying so hard to like re-download and do the entire process. But I don't know, for some reasons, I don't know. They're just conflicting each other. But I just want us to have an idea of what you'll be needing and what you need to download. But in cases, I expect us to have issues. So if you have issues, please, from now till today is what? Today's Thursday. From now till next week, Tuesday, please kindly reach out. Communicate. I'm on your Slack channel. Send me a message. And I think you can tag me. Yes, tag me. Tag me on Slack so I know how to attend to you. Because yes, for those that don't have prior knowledge, I'm expecting you to have issues. I'm actually expecting it. So I'll be able to attend to you individually when you come and okay. My Anaconda is running.
So, may I have a question? Sorry for
Yes, sir, I
interrupting.
can hear you. Okay, sir.
So, like the Jupyter notebook, when you downloaded it, did you need to download Python into your system, or it came directly? Because mine, I had to download Python first off.
So ideally, Python should come with your Jupyter package actually. But in cases where it doesn't, you pip install, you install Python.
Okay.
And so installation is like downloading whatever. So Python is not like an application that you're saying. So it's like a package that you're installing. So yeah, you might have to. That's why I say there are so many technicalities when it comes to downloading. That's why I'm saying that I'm expecting, and in fact, I'm expecting people to have issues. So please be free, very, very free to reach out to me when you have, so that when I start using Jupyter Notebook in next class, Most for myself now, this is not what you would see, because when I start handling this class, I'll not be using Jupyter from Jupyter. This is what you'll be seeing from me, so that it does not look strange to you. 1 second, let me launch my VS Code so that we'll both be seeing you are doing the same thing. But 1 second. I need an API before. Just 1 second. Okay. Um. Can you see my screen?
It's still on Jupyter Notebook now.
Okay. Let's share something else. Can you see my screen?
Yeah, it's
Yes,
on
I
VS
can.
Code now, I think. Yeah, it's on VS Code now.
Okay. So now this is a VS Code environment. What you're seeing it's an extension. It's a PYNB file, which is a Jupyter file, but I am not in Jupyter environment itself. I am using VS Code to do it. So whatever I'm doing here, you replicate it, and there's nothing different in what I'm doing and what you will do. But this is what I will be using. So when that time comes, you'll not be saying, "Oh man, what are you using? It's strange." No, it's not strange. We're doing the same thing. We're just using different applications to do it. Is that clear?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am. Yes,
Crystal
ma'am.
clear.
Okay. So let's stop sharing. I don't know. My network is bad, so it's making my sharing lag. I apologize for this network, but I think network is dealing with all of us today. So let's go back to our class. Okay. So please, for people that are going to download, I don't have these things already installed. Please, Mr. Divine, you're a sweetheart. God bless you for these links. Thank you very much. I'm Mr. Dennis, not necessarily that anyone is better. Whatever just works on your system, because now I found out that all the systems are beginning to have their own special.
Now you're
All
muted.
the systems are having their special requirement and all along. So if Anaconda is what works for you, it's fine. Launch it. We're all doing the same thing at the end of the day. You will see Jupyter in Anaconda, and you are doing the same. You're not doing anything different from those of us that have it installed on our system as Jupyter. Do you understand? So yeah, it doesn't, whatever just works for you. So I'm giving you options so that when you start trying, because I've had to try to re-download everything so that I could make a video. And I found that I was having some issues. I don't know what the problem is. That's why I'm like expecting other people to have the same issues. That's why I'm giving all options. I tried downloading Jupyter as it's Jupyter. I tried downloading Anaconda. So all the issues I encountered, I'm expecting you people to have the same thing or not. You do, it's not compulsory or not. So yeah, that's that. So moving
Hello,
on.
ma'am.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, sorry, ma. Please, I have I think I have Anaconda, VS Code, and Python on my laptop. So, is there anything else to download again, ma'am?
No. At the moment. Yes. Oh yes, sorry. Postgres.
Ma- what? Okay, Postgres. Okay. Got that.
Postgres,
Okay,
yes. Let me
okay.
show you
Thank
what
you, ma'am.
Postgres. Let me show you what you might be seeing when you download Postgres. So you know what you are looking for.
Okay,
One
ma'am.
second. I'm trying to launch my Postgres here. 1 second. Please, can you see my screen?
Yes, ma'am. You are still on Power PNC.
I'm on what?
It's actually on Postgres now.
It's on
Oh,
Postgres now. I can see Postgres on my phone now.
I think I have to refresh here. Okay, yeah. I've seen it. PG admin. It's kind of lagging. That's why.
Yeah, it's lagging. I think it's your end that is lagging because it's up to date on my phone.
Okay. I'm just still saying PG admin. Loading. Okay, yeah, it's on Postgres now.
So we'll be having. So no, you're not going to have all these things I listed out. Or these ones are my own work stuff. So yeah, you're not having all this. But this is what your Postgres interface. That's the word I've been looking for since. Come on, English is hard. This is what your Postgres interface should look like. This is what you'll be expecting to see. Sorry, let me close my data. Okay, sorry. So all these things. Okay, let me even give you a rough sample of what. So yeah, this is where we'll be having our SQL code. Don't worry, you'll be seeing these errors you are seeing is because there's a way I connect to Office database and it will keep throwing this error because I've not filled in for some things. Yeah, so this is I'm looking for one of my queries that I've written that is plenty like that. Okay. Yeah, so this is where we'll be writing our SQL. So this is SQL syntax. So here we'll be doing our SQL manipulation and combination. So I prefer Postgres to my SQL because most companies would, if you notice now, I have a lot of servers logged in here. All these are different servers for different products and different databases that I use in my company. So a lot of companies use Postgres, and that's why I would love to train you with Postgres and not my SQL. Somebody asked me that question in the onboarding class. So this is why. So yeah, Postgres, this is what your interface should look like. No, aside without the code, so no, don't look for code. But yeah, this is what your interface should look like. Are we good?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay. So let me go back to what I was sharing before. Okay. Okay. All right. So we're talking about data pipelines, and I've shown database. I just showed us various databases that I have logged on my Postgres, and from there I retrieve data, do data manipulation, extract data, just do whatever I want to do on Postgres. But if you notice my VS Code, you could see snippets of SQL wrapped up in Python. Yep, that's what we do. So those are codes that you'll be learning. So you see that we are in for a lot of work. Yeah, so we'll be doing databases, APIs. APIs are application programming interface. And what are they? They are set of rules and protocols that are unique to every application. So there are Google APIs. There is especially when you have to query or you have to interact with such applications. So APIs are available for security sake. Meaning, so let me give you a realistic example of what an API looks like, our everyday life. For those people that have gone to fine dining, when I mean fine dining, I mean not those fine restaurants that you don't have to go to the counter to request for food. The waiter comes to make you, hello, good evening, welcome to blah, 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 blah. How can I serve you? I'm your waiter for the evening. My name is so, 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 and so. What would you like to have? I'm talking about those kind of restaurants. So yeah, API can be likened to that. You walk into an establishment, a fine dining restaurant, and a waiter comes to meet you. Hello, blah, 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 does the whole introduction and all, and gives you their menu. On the menu, you could have locals, you could have intercontinental, you could have Italian, whatever they shall serve. You have drinks, you have they shall group, you know that it's all grouped into different categories. Yeah. So what do? You make your choice. You pick, oh, okay, I'll be doing for traditional people like myself that like swallow. I'll be doing amala and begiri and ewedu and goat's meat. You pick that on the menu and you say, okay, what do you want for drink? oh, I'll be doing, let's say, orange juice and let's say a table water, and that's my order. Now, this waiter takes my order, takes it to the chef or whoever. Yes, a chef. I said fine dining, so I'm using chef now. Takes it to the chef in the kitchen. You don't get to see the chef. Don't forget. Takes it to the chef in the kitchen and says, so whatever they speak to themselves there, you don't even know. Your own is that you've placed the order and you're expecting a response. Takes it to the chef, speak whatever language they speak to themselves that they communicate with and they understand each other, and comes to meet you. Oh, hello, sir. Hello, ma. Your request to be available in the next 5 minutes. Okay, so that is what API is. You know that as long as you are in that restaurant, you are only entitled to have access to the food that you ordered. You cannot order for amala and ogufe like myself, and you are choking eye into another person's Italian cuisine. You are not a thief. So they will not allow you even even have such access. So that is what API are. I want to go to Google. Let's say I want to query some things in, I don't know. Okay, I don't. Let me not say I don't know who has used automation tools. I also assume all of us have not used automation tools. So there was a time I was using anything. It's an automation tool, and I needed to have access to Gmail, Google Forms at the same time, and also database. I had to look for their respective API, and they had their API keys. And I will select, when you go to Google and you want to register for Google API keys, you will pick what you want to do. Or you want to have access to Google Forms. What are those things you want to do with the Google Forms? And they originate a key, respective and designed for what you want to do. That's that. So like that's why I likened it to you making an order with the waiter and everything. When you use that key, it would only work for those things that you are designed with.
Your network is breaking badly.
Hello, can any?
We can't hear anything. No.
I
I
can't
thought
hear
it was
anything.
unlimited.
I think our data network is gone.
Yes. So I think let's just hold on.
Hello, can anyone hear me?
Yes, we can hear
Yes,
you
we
on
can,
the other
can hear you
device.
now, ma'am.
Can you hear me, please?
Yes, ma'am, we can hear you now.
Yes, ma'am. Sorry, my laptop disconnected though, so I'm here. I'm trying to like reconnect it. So I'm
Okay,
talking to you in my phone currently.
okay,
So
no
just
problem,
one.
ma'am.
I think I'm back. Okay, I think I'm back. Can you hear me, please?
Yes, ma'am, we can
Yes,
hear
ma'am, we
you
can
now.
hear you
Okay,
louder.
so I think I was citing the example of a restaurant. Please tell me I was not talking to myself the entire time.
Yeah,
No,
I
you
think
were not.
top parts. You cannot get what you did know, the stuff like that.
Thank you very much. Okay, I think that's up to date. So, like I
Mama,
said,
am I
the
the only
fact that
one?
you
I'm
keep,
not seeing your screen, ma'am.
sir, you are the only one. Like I see my screen on my phone. Am I the only one that can see my screen?
I see the screen.
It's the
Okay,
only
sir.
one.
Please, can you refresh your page?
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Okay, sir. So, like I said, the fact that you step into a fine dining restaurant does not automatically mean that they will bring all their food and set it at your table. you have to make request. And with what you request for, that if all all boxes are ticked and there is no misplace of order, it is what you order for that will be brought to your table. And when it comes to APIs, they cannot be misplace of order. So I'm saying this one's, you can do misplace of order with restaurants because there's there's the possibility of human error. But with API, there is no possibility of human error because they are pre-designed protocols and rules. So the moment you key into a platform's API and you say, I want to be served so and so, these are the data I need from your platform. That is the only data you have access to, except you go back and reconfigure it. So that's what APIs are. So APIs are that, they're like the waiter. In fact, the API is the waiter that communicates between you and the chef. Let's assume the chef is a representation of the fine dining. He or she represents the establishment because they give you the food data. Now you need it as you end user, however you want to put it. You need it. The waiter is that communication channel. You don't barge into the kitchen of a fine dining and tell them, oh, who is the chef here? Give me this and that. No, you are not a burglar. You are not a thief. You are not there to rob the company. So you follow protocol. You reach out to the waiter takes your order. So the waiter is the API, is the communicating, I call it, it's an interface, yes. It interfaces with you, communicates with you, and communicates with the platform, takes your order, give it to them. I see the way I keep like trying to repeat myself so that it sinks in. When you're hearing API, it doesn't sound like big grammar. Communicates with the chef, who is the representation of the platform or the organization, however way you want to put it, and say, Oriyomi, I am Oriyomi. Oriyomi made an order of amala, goat meat, and orange juice and table water. That is what she wants, and that is what she will get. So if you go now and you start putting your hand in what does not concern you, they would call security. Yes. So what the platform will do is that the platform will bounce you because they have rules and security they have put in place to what's the word, to attend to intruders and invaders, except you want to go and hack their system. If you want to do things the proper way, this is the way you are a data scientist, you are not a hacker. So I don't know how you want to do that. So you cannot hack them. So this is the proper guideline to which you can get data. Another way you can get data from different applications. So yeah, moving on, we have files. Data, I said this in one of my pre-recorded videos. Data can be stored in files, Excel files. You saw that when I was trying to navigate through some of the things I have. You can see some files I had listed out, a lot of them. All of them are data. There are data sets embedded in all those files that you can see. You have files, there are different files there. You can see CSV, you have JSON files, HTML, text files, video. Some people, like I said data can be in video, can be in audio, whatever it is. Yes, you have all these things. They can be locally stored on your system. When it's stored on your system, we call them local. Your system is a local machine because it is accessible locally. Mr. Iguchuku cannot access what is on my system because it is on my system. It is only available to whoever I give my system to locally. Emphasis on the word locally. But the moment I push an information to a server, then yes, like we now, this our communication is a server to server communication. We all connecting from various locations via Google Meet as a server. You understand? So there are things on my system that you cannot have access to. There are things on Mr. Hagu's system that I cannot have access to because they are on his local machine. So yeah, when you save files on your local machine, you can access them. They're also source of data. Then we have streaming sources, like the way you can stream on Spotify and all other streaming platform. Yeah, you can get data from those sources. Then you have web scraping. Let me show you what web scraping looks like. 1 second. Inspect. Sorry, 1 second. I'm just looking for something. I'm trying to do something. I don't know what is wrong with my system. So I want to show you what a web scraping looks like. 1 second. Okay. Okay. One second. Aha. All right. I would stream. I would share my screen now. Then it's taking time to load. That's why I'm lagging. But yeah, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am, we can hear
Perfectly
you.
clear, ma. We can hear you, man.
Okay. So this is web scraping. Can you see this? Don't worry, it look like jargons to you. Please don't be scared. You have a lot of jargons going on here, but it's not jargon. So it's also a way to. I'm trying to make it clearer. But I think because of you see this old jargon size here, this here, I'm looking for something very very clear. Okay, I changed. Okay. I'm looking for something that we can use. Okay. Okay. All right. Let's do ChatGPT. Let's inspect ChatGPT. Okay. So can you see this?
Yes, ma'am, we can see it.
Yeah, sure you said these jargons are written in red lines. Yeah. They're not jargons, though, they are HTMLs. I can ask you to come and so they are used for web scraping. You see now, you see that when I'm here, you can notice that something is being highlighted in white on my ChatGPT area.
Yes, ma'am.
Exactly. So those are. Should I just change my screen? Oh, sorry, apologies. Okay, I have to like Google something to like. Okay, yeah. Sure, you see now. If I get to, as I'm scrolling, it's highlighting something. Sure, you see.
Yes,
I
ma'am.
clicked on something. It highlighted the entire page.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
these are HTML codes. This is what our front end people use to like display this. You know when you want to like do something. If I change this thing now, what do I want to do? What is data sets? Okay. Do you notice that there are changes here?
Yes, ma'am.
Exactly. So for every time I Google something or you Google something, even images, share you see this image, you can find its corresponding HTML code here. So that is what we do when we want to web scrape. Because something web scraping is also a form of data collection. It's a very hard way to collect data. I don't like it. Let me put that disclaimer. I don't like it. I don't use it. I know it, yes, but do I like it? No. Because it's technical and it's gonna be very annoying. But yeah, you will learn it if it's peculiar to your job, if you need it. So even this particular spot here has its own particular HTML tag here. So yeah, you can see different HTML tag, the ones that you can expand, you can chasing. You have the style. This text, all these text that you can see here, they have their representation on their, let me call this their backend. So this is where they are being decorated and designed to know what character you can find there. So when you want to investigate, so most times we don't do it for just a page like this. We do it for not we don't do it for Google search like this. We do it for a page. So I'm looking for a page to do it for you. So you can open, okay. And there are some companies that don't allow you to inspect their sites. They'll keep bouncing you back. When I was in tech school, I had that issue. They're trying to web scrape. So this is called web scraping. We're trying to web scrape a particular website. It was a website that had books in them, like they are for readers. So this is cargo, and this is if I want to web scrape on cargo, I can drop and see so many things. So you see this particular HTML tag here that has class that I highlighted is, oh, if I leave that place now, you will not. It's a representation of. Can you see this place on my screen that is like highlighted like a light blue color?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So that's the reference point. If they clear this, if I can't clear it, I don't have access to do that. But whoever the developers of this page have, if they take out whatever they have written here, this cargo, whatever that is on this top side, is going to leave. It's going to be out of it. So they had this way we can web scrape if you want me to like go deep into different things that I need. Sure, you see, this div class is only for a particular side of this page. So that way I can use this to look for so many things on a web page. So that's why we call it web scraping. You're going to scrape a website. It's also a sort of data collection when you need it. So if I scroll down, you would see all these things, they have their various representation. And you notice that the way I'm moving, the information on this down part too is changing because it's telling me, oh, this is what is happening, this is what is going on, this is where you are, this is what is done, blah 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 blah. Yeah, so this is what web scraping is. For web scraping, you need to understand some HTML tags. That's why I do like it, because it's carrying me to something that I don't like. Yeah, but learn it though. The fact that I said I don't like it doesn't mean you should not learn it. To learn it, please, because I know it. If you ask me to come and work on it, yes, I will work on it. But do I like it? No. See me, I've said this, I don't like it like 500 times now in this conversation because that is how much I don't like it. Yeah, but okay. So this is web scraping. So what do we do in web scraping? We have closed it. You right click on a page, you scroll down and you click on inspect. Did you get that?
But you can also use F12.
Yes.
What did you say, sir?
I said you can also use the function key F12.
Yes, you can. Thank you. But I like to go the traditional way for people that that might not remember shortcut. Yes, you can. So let's try the F12. Chasing. So you see cargo, you can see the old representation of it. So now the issue I'm having with F12 took me down to console straight. Let's do that again. F12. Did you notice what happened? F12 took me to console. But now let's do inspect. Inspect. Inspect takes me to elements.
I
Can you
can
see the
see your
difference?
screen. No, I don't know.
Hey, it's your network. Oh, I can see my screen. No, please kindly refresh. Is she the only one not seeing my screen? Because I can see it on my phone.
I can see your screen. I can see your screen.
Okay. Ma'am, please who drew my attention to that? Can you see my screen now before I move further?
Yes.
Okay. So yeah, can you see now? So if you use for those of us that would remember F12, if you use F12 to properly inspect, you have to go to elements. So elements shows you what elements are like building blocks. Yes, these are what are front end. This is a front end code base because you have HTML and wrapped up in CSS. That's what you have here. So they show you look at this Merlin component. You see where it's pointing to, where it's highlighting. Can you see my screen? Because I can't see it on my phone. Oh, can you see my screen?
I can see your screen.
Yes, I can see your screen.
I think this is my phone issue now. Okay, so it points you to a certain part of it. So every single word here has its own respective HTML tag on the back end. I like calling it back end. Yeah, but this is the front end actually. It's not the back end, but because it is behind the scene. So layman language, just call it back end. But this is their front end because everything you are seeing there is a front end write-up. HTML. Look at now this text area ID I have here. You can find it at the lower part of my screen. Can you see it in white? text area, hashtag AINH, blah, 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 in white below my screen. Can you see it? I need an answer from somebody.
Yes, we can.
Yes,
Okay,
yes.
thank you very much. Okay, thank you. So yeah, that is the idea behind web scraping. Web scraping allows you to go to each position on a particular website, and sometimes you are not, for some websites that are most especially commercialized websites, they don't always accept every and any kind of access to their websites. Like there are some websites that you cannot web scrape because of the way they are designed their system. Like I said earlier, I had an issue with that when I was in tech school, when I was starting out, and this particular website keeps bouncing us back. I'm wondering what's going on here. But it was a commercial website for book readers, and we wanted to web scrape their books. I wanted to get data of how frequent people read certain books, genre of books, and all those whatever. I wanted to play around it for web scraping, and it kept bouncing us back. And we had to ask our instructor, some what you saw, the tag you saw for a particular text. Now, if you reload that page, it will change, because that way, when you cannot. So the idea of it is there's a pattern. There's a pattern for every. When you check this, if you properly sit down, I'm not teaching web scraping, okay? I'm not teaching web scraping. But truth, if you sit down to teach web scraping, if you sit down, you notice that for every text, there is a particular tag attached to it. It could be a div tag, it could be H tag, it could be any tag. So there's a pattern for it. So this is a div tag. You see it's DIF. That's a div tag. You see a div tag, you see them text and everything. So you see a pattern for text. You see their characters and all this kind of thing. You see the style. So you can notice the pattern at which they wrote all the characters on this particular website. But some websites change their character so that when you don't notice the pattern, you cannot like intrude their website. So some people can use these things. Some people do very nasty things with web scraping. Me, I don't do it. I just go there to query data. That is what I do. That's what I can do as a data person. But yeah, this is also a source, a very annoying source. Yes, sorry, but please don't say that it's your lecturer that says it's annoying. No. In case you want to use it in your office, you will learn it.
I will say it too.
Please don't say it's annoying. No, see, to accept the truth, I'm a very big person of to accept the truth. If I don't like it, I don't like it. There's nothing you do to me. You will not beat me. But do I know it? Yes. But do I like it? No. So you can like it. You can explore it. Me, I'm not teaching web scraping in this class, so don't expect web scraping. But okay, you can
But you
explore
like,
it, and
but you
you
like,
can like it.
man,
You can
like,
explore it too. I give you the opportunity to go and explore. Enjoy yourself. If you like it,
man,
learn it properly. Yes. So
you
yeah,
like
this is all.
Ogufe, but you don't
I
like
like,
beautiful
but
soup. You like Ogufe, but you don't like beautiful soup.
I do not like beautiful soup. I can't remember the last time I reported beautiful soup on any job that I was doing. Yeah. So beautiful soup is the package you use when you are doing web scraping. Yeah. I did not teach it because I was not planning to go into web scraping. But thank you for bringing that up. Beautiful soup is like the way you have pandas, non-pi. Okay, we've not done that, but yeah, the way we have pandas, non-pi, what have you, date time, and all those things, all those packages that you would install or and import when you're having to do tax. Beautiful Soup is one of the web scraping packages that you need when you want to web scrape. That's all for web scraping. Moving on. I'm not teaching web scraping again. What else? What else?
But
My
please, I
far
have a
behind you.
question.
I've not even done half of what I plan to do today. Who is asking me? Because please don't
Don't
ask me
worry,
web
it's not
scraping
about
questions
today.
about. Okay.
No, no.
I'm listening to
Okay,
you.
apart from web scraping,
Okay, sir.
are there any other way we can actually collect data from websites that is used? Because from what I'm just finding out now, web scraping allow you to get pinpointed data that you need for analysis. You
Mm.
understand? Apart from web scraping and apart from the one that you mentioned, you understand? Because web scraping can, for us data scientists, can actually be a very good tool for us to actually get data from any website or anything. But apart from web scraping, is there any other way we can actually get data that can be voluminous the way we can get the web scraping?
Web scraping means majorly is web scraping and APIs. That's how you communicate. I don't know about any other thing, but you know that there's no end to knowledge. Technology is evolving, but as of now, the knowledge I have as of now, it can change tomorrow, and I can go and update myself. But the knowledge I have, the knowledge I have as of now, it is web scraping that you use to query to like scrape. You are scraping. You are not querying. You are going to go and look for what is that thing. You know, when you're trying to go and dig for gold in a gold mine, that's what web scraping is. You're trying to go to their website. You're not going officially. You just want to go and look for, you see the old mathematics and the old thing that is written there. You are going to look for what they did not show you. You know, when they say go and look for what is behind the scene, yes, that's what you are going to look for. That's what web scraping is. So you want to query a website, you're not querying is not the correct word now. So in this particular, when you want to get data from a website, you're not querying. You most likely web scraping. See, web scraping. Websites, you get data from websites by web scraping, or maybe APIs. And APIs are majorly application communication. They are not for websites. Application communication, when you are doing Google to PG admin, exactly. You can inspect. Inspect is another word, but yeah, that's what you want to go and do. So, yes, as of now, web scraping is what I know that we use in the world of data to like go and inspect, or let me not use the word query. Query is not the correct terminology to use in this particular scenario, that you use to go and inspect or scrape a website. Yeah, I hope that answers your question.
Yes, it does. Thank you very much, ma'am.
Yeah, welcome. So Divine, what's going on? I can see your doings in the chat, but that's fine. So okay, we've done web scraping. Where are we? Okay, sorry, 1 second. Let me change my screen. This class is interesting, but hey, okay. So data extraction tools. We have. Please tell me you can see data extraction tools on your screen.
Yes,
Yes, I can see it.
Okay. Okay. So data extraction tools. We have Python, SQL, ETL tools, database connectors. So the first layer of data pipeline I said was source layer. So when a data is in a source, it could be different. All the sources are named. You shall need to bring it from the source to wherever you want to use it. So how do you extract it? You use these tools. You could use Python, you could use SQL, you could use Python wrapped up. No, you could use SQL wrapped up in Python. You could use ETL tools. ETL is extract, transform, and load. Extract, transform, and load. Extract, transform, and load are majorly for small data. Don't worry, I have it explained in like 2-3 slides down the line. So I'll explain extract, transform, and load. Yes, you have something like N10, Apache, NiFi, and Airbytes. Don't worry, don't ask that question that you're not touching them. Then database connectors, you have SQL, Alchemy, you have PsychoPG. PsychoPG is also a package you would import when you want to query a database. So let me show you something. 1 second. Just 1 second.
Hello, are you guys there?
Yes, I'm here. Sorry, I'm here. I'm trying to share something for you to see. I wanted to like show you how I import packages. So don't. This is not a Python script. This is not a Jupyter notebook file. This is a Python file. It's a Python extension. So yeah. So let me highlight something from here to here. This highlighted part. These are packages. Now let me highlight them. Let me just like create space. Okay, close. I don't need it. Okay, so yeah, this is PsychoPG. I need PsychoPG to connect to database. So here, this here is a function that I defined to connect to a database. Don't worry about all this mathematics you're seeing here. Don't worry. When you need it, we'll get there. So yeah, PsychoPG is a package that I need. In fact, that we need. In fact, why am I personalizing it? That you need. Sorry, when you want to. Okay, I wanted to be sure I was unmuted. When you want to connect to any database. So if you are connecting to a database outside Postgres and you want to like access it using Python, you need to import PsychoPG. When I started it, I did not have, okay, say I have this explanation. Can you see my screen? Yeah, I think so. So PsychoPG is a Python driver for Postgres SQL. It's a database adapter for the programming language. So it helps you to connect to it. That's what it does. Here I have pandas, I have NumPy. All these are packages. We call them packages in Python. So this Python file is supposed to be for a Streamlit dashboard. So that's why you see me import Streamlit, because I need that particular package to be able to connect to Streamlit. Streamlit is an application tool that you use for visualization. Yeah, so this is a task for Streamlit dashboard. That's why you are seeing all this. So all these are the package that I need, that I imported. So sometimes you have to, when I started working, I created a virtual environment and I needed to download them again because my virtual environment had isolated me from my local machine. So I need to download all I need afresh into it. That's what you see here. So these are packages. There are numerous packages. You import based on your tax and what you need them for. Yeah, change it. So let's go back to what we were saying. Please, I've been speaking for over like 1 hour and I need to understand, have I lost the newbies amongst us? If I have left you confused that you started this class, please can I see your hands raised? Aha, Mr. Ibrahim, kindly unmute yourself. Mr. Ibrahim.
Yes, ma'am, I'm with you, ma'am.
Sir, where did I leave you confused? I've been speaking too much grammar. Oh yeah, let's come and talk to me. What's the problem? Where are you lost? Mr. Dennis, can you mute yourself?
Oh, sorry, ma'am. Can you hear me, ma'am?
Okay. Yes, Mr. Ibrahim, I can hear you, sir. You have the floor.
Okay, ma'am. You can just go on. Like, I'll keep following up.
I'm interested in knowing where you are lost in. And there's no point going on if all of you are not. We are not so many in this class, so everybody should be up to date. I'm here for you. Don't worry, I'm at your service. Where are you lost?
Okay, what you just explained finish now. Like the one you just explained finish now is where I'm not like getting right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now let me take that again. So Python packages are for word packages. They are like, I also call them for the lack of the right word, I want to call them like intermediaries. So you need them for when you need to do certain things under Python. So what I showed you is relative to Python alone. Other programming languages have the way they do theirs, but this imports whatever is for Python. So when you want to work with certain syntax in Python, you need to import certain packages. So I showed you those packages that I had imported, not because they're applicable to what I'm saying now. Only PsychoPG was applicable because it's there on your screen as database connector. And as it was explained on that on my code, it is used to connect to database. So if you had followed the class from the beginning, when I was talking about platforms for you, applications for you to install, I spoke about PG admin, Postgres SQL, whatever you understand it as. So if I don't want to directly open my Postgres SQL and extract data, query it using SQL and download. I can come into Python. That's what we call SQL wrapped in Python. I can wrap SQL in Python and query that application, the database in that application, without having to open it. So what makes me be, or what enables me to query it without opening is that PsychoPG. So I need to import that package. It's like a middleman for me to be able to query that database. So without PsychoPG, I cannot query any database using Python. Is that clear?
Yes, ma'am. Perfectly clear.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much. I'm so glad I could make that clear. Any other person that I've lost along the way? I think Mr. Okeke was trying to say something the other time.
Uh, I just listened to the explanation you gave him, and I'm good.
Okay, sir. Okay, I'm glad. I'm glad you're all good. So I want to assume that we are all good at this point before I keep speaking my English.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so next slide. Okay. Okay. Extraction tools. Okay, we're in processing layer. Can you see processing layer, please?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, before I go on, I have a question. We are far behind because we did not start this class on time because of all our pep talk. I am willing to sacrifice the next 30 minutes to continue, or should we stop and pick up next week? For people that are tired, please make your choice.
Please continue.
Well, for me, you can continue.
Okay. So are we
Please
okay?
continue.
Are we okay to be here till like 9 p.m.?
No problem.
So that
By
that 1
God,
hour that
Fine.
myself and Mr. Sholua took earlier, I don't want to deprive you of the exact 2 hours you should have used for your class. So I'm willing
by
to
God.
sacrifice till 9 p.m. so that we can cover. We have 12 slides and I'm still in slide 4. And it's not going to be
No
available.
wahala.
So you have to be here. Okay. All right, let's go on. Okay. So processing layer now. Processing layer, this involves data transformation, that is clean data, and standardize the data to make it usable. So if you had watched the beginning, the pre-recorded videos, I think for week 1 or there, but I think the very first or second second video I did, I spoke about data comes to us in raw form. They come to us. I think I used rice as my example. Yeah, I did. And I said when you want to make food, let's say jollof rice, you have your condiments. You have raw rice, onions, pepper, tomato, whatever you know how to combine together to make your rice. So that's how data comes to us. When I put all the condiments necessary for making jollof rice on the table, you know that it does not, when you see it as an average person, you might not necessarily guess that it's jollof rice I want to make. I can use the same condiments to make white rice and stew. Do you understand? So they come to me raw. Whatever I now decide to do out of it is what makes the end product what it is. So I can decide to make ofada sauce. I can decide to make white rice and stew. I can decide to make concoction rice. You know, there's concoction rice and there's jollof rice. This is different. So for those of us that are typical Nigerians, you know, they're not the same thing. And the ingredients might look alike. So yeah, that is what data looks like. Data comes to you raw, like your raw rice condiment. What you now transform it to become is dependent on what your final output is supposed to be. So if you want whatever you want to do, I'm trying to wrap my head around a typical example to use, but I'm blank currently. But I'll try my best to explain. So if you want to do anything out of a data set, that is what is the determinant of how you will process that data set. There are basic things you do when you are transforming a data that is not even just because of what the end product should look like. Just proper process involved in cleaning data sets. You have handling null values. There are sometimes when, let's assume, try to like do a graphical image in your mind. You have a data set containing students in Dive Africa. No, let's say Dive Africa as an organization, and we have dates joined, we have name of students, we have name of instructors, we have, I'm saying these are colons now, date joined, name of instructors, name of students, departments. So I'm trying to call our cohorts, our tracks as departments now. Departments in Dive Africa, and what else? Let's just call tenure. Let's assume all of us are not using the same tenure. Let's say data science is using 8 weeks, product design is using 12, data analysis is using 4. Let's assume that there's like there's a difference in the tenure being used. When I'm saying tenure, I'm saying the period of class being used for every track. So we are doing that. We now have a colon that iterates that each and every one. Maybe we're now filling Mr. Izuchukwu's information. We now got to his name. We filled his name. We filled his the tenure is supposed to spend in Dive Africa, but we now omitted this. We omitted this track. We did not put his track, or we just omitted something, and that happens for, like, let's assume there are about 20,000 of us in Dive Africa, and we do that for, let's say, 200 of us. We could do so many things. We could either put all those people that we could not fill in their departments, create a generic department for them, and decide that, okay, for everybody that has a missing department, by default, they'll be in data science. That's the way to handle it. Or we could decide to drop all of them. So there are 20,000 roles because there are 20,000 of us. So there are 20,000 instances. And let's just say there are 100 outliers. So that data that is missing is an outlier because this is not complete data. So let's say Mr. Izuchukwu and like 50 other people are the outliers. If they don't necessarily impact the general outcome of my analysis, I can decide to drop their entire rows. So the data set that belongs to Mr. Izuchukwu and the remaining 50, I delete it. Because when you look at the sample population, I have 20,000 and there are just 50 of them or 55 of them that are like outliers. Like I said, if it does not affect my final output, I can decide to drop it. But if every information is important, I do not drop it. I can fill it. In situations where, let's say, the column is made up of integers, I can fill it with 0. In situations where it is made up of text, I can fill it with no track assigned. In situations where I just want to assign, because Mr. Izuchukwu is not and others are not in a specific track, I assign them to a default track, and default track can be data science. So that way, I don't have any missing value, because the moment you have a missing value in a particular column, that column does not have one data type. And if it does not have one data type, handling it will throw type error. Now you have a conflict of type. Yes, that when we move further in coding, you'll see different types of errors that we have. So type error is one of them. So that way, if I'm handling Mr. Department as a text, like is a string data type, and they are non-values. Non-values are not strings. So when I'm handling it, maybe I want to concat the string in concatenation means like merging two things together. So I want to concat departments with name and make it just like one thing and they're not separate. Because names are strings, and I assumed that departments should also be strings because they are written as strings, not knowing that they had non-values. When I concat with Python, Python will throw a type error because when it gets to those places that are null, it doesn't understand what to do with it. Is you are telling me, because there are data types that you can concat together. You don't just concat anything. You can't concat strings and integers. You can't concat integers and non-values, because a non-value is not empty. It is a data type. I had explained that in data types that I think I did last week. A non-value is not just vacuum. No, it's not. It's a data type. So when it gets to those empty spaces, Python is confused. Okay, you said I've been handling, let's say the first non-value appeared at number 10,000. I've done 9,999 columns, rows rather. And now I'm seeing this guy that is different. What do you want me to do to it? It doesn't move further. It stops. It breaks. Your code breaks and it throws a type error. Because Python is instruction based. It's garbage in, garbage out. It's what you write, it gives back to you. So now it does not understand what to do. So what do? You have to undo those things that are bringing that error from that concatenation. So that is how we handle non-values. That's why I said, if you can drop, there are so many things to do. You can drop, you can fill. There's something we call fill any. Fill any is fill none. It's a function in Python. You can fill, you can do whatever you want to do. But there are data types there are data sets you don't drop. When you're dealing with transactional data sets, please don't drop anything, because maybe you're having to deal with transactions. Like myself, and I work with the fintech company, and most times I'm working with transactions. I cannot drop anything. I'd rather fill it with zeros, because every instance is a very, very important part of our company. It belongs to a customer. So the moment I drop, I have deleted that record. Who is going to be accountable for that? Definitely not me. But at the end of the day, it's going to be because that's my responsibility. So depending on the sensitivity of your data sets, as I said, when you start these things, is the end result that determines your process. The sensitivity of your data set, that is when you know when to drop, when to fill, when to ignore, when to delete. But most times when you start working, we advise don't delete data sets, because as nonsense statistical it might look to you, every data set is very, very important. So yeah, that's how we handle null values. So filtering rows and columns, I can have a data set that has like 100 columns. I've had that situation before, and I don't need the 100. I need, let's say, 2. No, sorry, let me not make it too small. Let's say I need just 5. I can filter for that 5, or I can decide, or maybe I need, okay, I've been using Dive Africa as an example. I have Dive Africa data sets, and I don't have business, like currently, I don't have business with people that are in product design. Now, I want to filter Dive Africa data sets to look for those people that are in data science. I write my code, whether SQL or Python, whatever way I want to write it. I say, look at this data set, check the department for where the department is equals to data science. Give me my output. The moment I make that filter, every other person that does not follow that data science is out of my equation. They are not deleted, but they are filtered out. So now I create, let's say, that variable that houses people in data science. So now, whatever I'm doing, I'm only working with data science people. Now, remember, if I had not filled this non-valid, let's say I said Mr. Izuchuku, I've been using Mr. Izuchuku as my example. The situations where Mr. Izuchuku's department is still null. Forget the fact that it's data science. As long as his department is represented as null of the data set. When I filter for data science people, it will be filtered out because it's not really represented in the data set. It's represented as a null value. Its department is represented as a null value. So you'll be filtered out of that. So to understand, I have put condition. Let me use an example. You have a wardrobe for women. Women have working wardrobes. There are some odogus here. I have working wardrobes. So when you have a working wardrobe, are so color specific that they section their wardrobes by color. So you are trying to say, let's say I'm trying to query wardrobe, and I say Python, enter my wardrobe. Set for the suit. Set for where it's yellow. Okay, I'm a woman. I have type of outfits by wardrobe. I have dresses. Don't that dresses. You know that there are so many types of dresses. There are cocktail dresses, there are dinner dresses, there are corporate dresses, there are dresses for conferences. So imagine I have them properly arranged. I'll say go to the section, even say accessories and for bracelets. Are you seeing this now? These are what filter. So now I have filtered, instead of just running around in my wardrobe, I have a certain position in my wardrobe. Now, so let's even do the amount of my bracelets. I have gold, I have sapphires, I have what else? I have silver. Imagine, I can put even in the section of bracelets for silver bracelets. Those are filters. That's filter work with a
Hello, ma.
sample size. Yes,
Hello, ma.
yes, sir.
Hello. If you're the past 3 minutes now, I can't even hear what you're saying. I've been breaking seriously. I think on the chat box, every other person has been talking about the same thing.
Can you hear me?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am,
ma'am,
I
we
can hear
can
you.
hear you, ma'am.
So that Zuchuku said for the past 3 minutes you could not hear me. I want to know if that is happening to everybody.
Yes,
Hello.
Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am, I can hear you now.
Yes, ma'am, we can hear you, but it's breaking.
in all of the like your voice is breaking.
Okay, please give me one. Mm. Mm.
But your mic is unmuted. Okay, it's better now.
So I'm using my phone to connect to my system, and from some very weird reason, I cannot connect. So please just give me 1 second or 1 minute to connect. Except you want me to just, if you don't mind me teaching without slide. No, if you mind, please just give me 1 minute to connect. Thank you. I'm so sorry. First time is fast spent, but yeah, Emma Benu, sorry for that. Sorry for all. Okay. And I'm so sorry. I am back here. Can you hear me?
Your voice is echoing.
I'm sorry. I'm trying to let me mute my phone. Okay, I guess it's better now. Can you hear me better now?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right. Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am. Can hear you.
Thank you for staying. I'm so sorry. I don't know. Network has decided to annoy itself this night. But yeah, please, Mr. Agu did not hear me for a while before I got disconnected. Please tell me that you understood. You heard all my explanation on handling non-values and filtering.
Yes, I did. I did.
Okay, so I
And
can
actually
move on.
stopped hearing
So,
you towards the tail end of. But I understood and I understand the concept of
Mr. Agu,
filtering
I
and
cannot
handling
hear
values.
you. There's so much of mumbling going on there. Can you try and speak, or maybe drop a message or something? I can't hear you. I'm so sorry. Mr. Agu, I know you have concern. Please, can you kindly type because I couldn't hear you, so I can attend to you. All right. So number 3, emerging data sets, tables for clarity. Sorry, there's a typo error there. So you can decide to want to investigate what is going on in various tables that are in a data set that have a relationship. So now I've been using Dive Africa as an example. Dive Africa has a record of students, but also has a record of instructors. Maybe instructors includes our name, our ethnicity, our gender, and the common value between we, the table of instructor, and the table of students is department. You know that my department is going to, when they check instructor table, my department will be data science. So that's the common factor. So you can just say merge instructor table to student table on, what are we merging on? We are merging on data science, sorry. So my code is going to run through our data set and look for where on the instructor table it can find data science. I'll move to the student table. I do the same thing, run through all the students and check for those students that their corresponding department is data science. So that way you can say, okay, this is the information of the student data science, and this is the information of the instructor of data science. We merge it together to have a wholesome view of what's happening in data science. Do you understand? So that's what we do with merging. Same thing with joining, but now you can join data sets from different sources. We can merge, we can concat, you can join. Use joining majorly in in fact, use joining in SQL and Python. Sorry, but you use merge in Python, not, you don't use merge in SQL. Merge is not a syntax in SQL, but merge is a syntax in Python. Merge is a syntax. Join is a syntax in Python. Concat is a syntax in Python and SQL. When you start writing, you start seeing them respectively. So syntax are acceptable. Let me call it grammar. When I mean grammar, not necessarily English, but it's just for a lack of better word. So it's the acceptable grammar that you use for a programming language. Now, in Yoruba, the alphabets in Yoruba language, I think Yoruba don't have there's some I think we don't have V in our alphabet. So there's some alphabets we don't have. So when I write in a Yoruba word, there's some things you cannot include. Yeah, so that's syntax. Syntax is the acceptable way to write a particular programming language. That's why I use the word grammar. There's like the correct way to write a certain programming language. So there are SQL syntax, there are Python syntax, there are JavaScript syntax. So the word syntax is the acceptable way to write a programming language. In Python, you will see something like syntax error, meaning you are written something wrongly, and Python doesn't accept you writing it that particular way. So yeah. So I dropping duplicate rows and columns. Yeah, I think that's self-explanatory. Dropping redundant data that you feel that are not necessary to your task, and they're just redundant. Instead of having to, it's causing you issues when you're trying to interpret and analyze your data, you can drop them. That is when you are sure that it is not causing any long-term damage to your analysis. Drop. Change data type. Now, I said something about filling non-values earlier, because when Python is operating, let's say when SQL is operating on that data, it sees two data sets, two data types in a particular column. And what do? We change. So I said when you have non-values in a column that is filled with integers, you can fill it with 0. 0 is an integer, it's not empty. It's not an empty data set. 0 is an integer. I think I said this before, but I said it in previous videos. But to reiterate, 0 is not empty. It is not vacuum. It is a value. It is an integer. Integers are 0 to 9. See where I'm saying it though, because I've had issues where people say, oh, it's 0 now. Maybe 0 is nothing. In Python and SQL, 0 is not nothing. Okay, so you fill now, let's say for an example, the columns are filled with integers. You fill your non-values with 0. And that way, you've turned all the data in that particular column back to being integers. So that is changing data. These are part of processing. You've changed the data type. Before, there were two existing data types in that column. They were integers and non-values. Now you've changed all of them to integers by filling those non-values with 0. In cases where there are strings, let's say, for example, it was department that was missing in the column, and let's say some people did not have their information filled correctly. So instead of having strings and null values, you replace the nulls with a default department. Like just say default department is, let's say, product design or AI skills. So that way, all the data in that particular column are back to being strings. So those are things, those are ways where changing data types when processing data can be very helpful. Moving on. Please tell me my screen has changed.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so I think, I missed the headline for this. I'm supposed to put a title. So yeah, these are tools that, or packages that you can use when you are processing data. You have pandas, PyStack. You have ETLs. ETLs are extract, transform, and load. Then you have ELT. Yeah, extract, load, and transform. These various tools are used for different purposes. ETLs are used for small data sets. From the word extract, you bring it from a source, transform it before you load it. So maybe most times it's mostly local machines, like you're loading it to a file, maybe you're loading it to a CSV file or Excel file. Yeah, most times, because ETLs are mostly used for small data. Not when I'm saying small, our definition of small is not 10 rows though. Small can be, I think Excel take as much as 1 million rows, if I'm not mistaken. I think so, yeah. So you can, 1 million is small when you start dealing with large data. 1 million is small. So yeah, those are small data. You could have like within the range of, there's no specific range for small data. Small is relative to every, you know, what you are doing and kind of data set you have. So, but it's used to load smaller data sets, like let's say in hundreds, yeah, hundreds of rows. That's what I'm saying. Hope we know the difference between rows and columns, because I've been saying rows and columns since. Who can tell me the difference between rows and columns? Like use horizontal and vertical to explain. Somebody to explain now. Me too. Hello. Okay.
My
Wait,
raise
Mr.
is my
Divine, no. No, Mr. Divine, no. I need someone else. Somebody should save the class. Who is explaining? Difference between rows and columns. I need a show of hand though. Who is the next person? Yes, Miss Rose. Oh, sorry, Mrs. Rose. I'm so sorry for the. I don't know if it's Miss or Mrs. But please.
Hi, good evening.
Hello. Good
Riyomi,
evening.
it's Miss Rose, not Mrs. yet. So rows are horizontal, right? Then your columns
Okay.
are the vertical ones. Thank you.
So let's get in the game because some people don't know the difference between horizontal and vertical. Rows, which one is up to or down to up, and which one is side to side?
Okay, so horizontal is assume somebody's laying down, so that's the horizontal. Then assume somebody's standing up straight, that's vertical. Is
God
that
bless.
okay?
Thank you. That's beautiful. Thank you. Yes.
Thank you.
So we understand vertical and horizontal. So like she had said, rows and column, vertical and horizontal. So rows are somebody that actually in a row. So you can have that. That's always coming to mind. You can have okay, you can have angle one column, Izuchuku another column, data science another column, the traffic another column. So on you see the entire representation of Mr. Ago. But on a particular column, you will just see the names. You are just the Ago, the road, your you see time, you see that way. It's just is representing all our first names. But on you see at person. So the attributes that represent everything that role. Yeah, so that's the difference between roles and colors. So I was trying to explain how I follow the and that side. You see that a
Hello, my your
I'm
network
not
is breaking. Or am I the only one?
just answer that question. The one.
you're not the
We
only
are
one.
not the only one.
Hey, okay. 1 second though.
I think it's working now, so you can continue.
Okay, I continue. Thank you. I see the screen.
Yes, ma'am, I can see your screen, but it's just breaking. Like what you're saying is breaking. Struggling to hear you.
Okay, I'm so sorry. I am so sorry.
Yes,
It's
I'm
MTN.
battling same issue here too.
It's
It's
after
not
my
only you, Daddy.
after
MTN is.
it's MTN is always this time of the I don't know what the problem is. But don't worry, who
Your laptop has been logged out.
MTN is not trying at all.
Sorry, what did you say?
can you still hear
Said
me?
MTN will try.
Yes, ma'am, we can hear you now.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. We can hear you, ma'am.
Okay. again.
My phone is breaking now.
Wahala. Okay. People wait for 1 second. Let's do this again. No more this is so. Ah, still in our time. Oh, I'm so sorry. Emma Bino, don't be offended. Because I think all of us will look and see this apex in Jesus. Should we pick this up another time? Oh God, do I have another day? I'm trying to see if I can fix another day for us. So, catch work. Don't take the entire night. Can Saturday work?
Yeah, sure. Saturday is good for me. But what time? What time on Saturday?
That's the thing I don't know. I don't want to promise what I will disappoint. So. I don't know how to move it.
What's on this night?
So yeah, I don't know what time on Saturday. That's the problem. Please, what's Saturday's date first? Let me even start from that. Saturday is what?
Saturday
I'm
is
gonna check what I have
25.
on Saturday.
25.
As some of us work on Saturday.
Wow. So let's quickly finish it this night so that it will be unfair that people are there to stay this long and they won't be able to partake in the remaining class because I decided to do Saturday. So don't worry, let's sacrifice this night.
No
Sure, people know
problem,
that I'm
man.
supposed to be working. I have things I want to do, but the things we do for love. Okay, all right,
Thank you
moving
very
on.
much, bro. We appreciate your service.
You're welcome. All right, so now we have SQL. Also, SQL is used for processing data. You can use SQL to do anything. All the fill NAs, drop, delete, everything I said earlier. Yeah, use SQL, not just Python. You can use SQL also to like achieve them. Moving on. And I don't want to rush this. I want to like take my time to explain so that everybody is carried along. Okay. I've changed my screen. Oh, please tell me you can see it.
Yes, we
Yes,
can
ma'am.
see.
Yes, you can see
Okay.
it, storage layer.
All right. Storage layer. Storage layer is storage, yes, from the word storage, where we have different data storage platforms. You have data lakes, data warehouses, relational databases, analytic database. You have things like BigQuery, Snowflakes, Azure Data Lake, X3, Postgres SQL, and MySQL. Now, I don't know, did I define what a relational database is? I don't think so. 1 second. Okay, I think I did. But yeah, but let me just run it through. When we say there are two types of databases majorly, relational and no relation or non-relational, whatever English works for you. Relational means that from the word relationship, there's a link between one and the other. There's a link between one and okay, like I said, there's a link between one and the other. You can link one and relate one to the other. Now I use data. I use data Dive Africa student table and instructor table as an example. So the relationship that will exist between those two independent table is department. When I say department, I've been attributing department to mean your track. Data science department would have been the relationship between both, meaning data science is existing on instructors table and what's the next one, student table. Do you understand? So that way there's a common relationship, that there's a common ground as to which you can relate one to another. So those relational databases, they always have link with each other. Most times they don't necessarily they're not necessarily independent, like most tables. So a database comprises of tables. So most tables, if not all tables in relational databases, are linked to each other by one or two columns, and that's where you begin to have primary keys and foreign keys. Let me not go into that so I don't confuse you. You will understand that as we go deeper into class. I'll explain primary keys and foreign keys. So let me just, okay, rough example. Mr. Izuchuku would have a student ID. Let's say his student ID is number 2. And I have instructor ID. My instructor ID is number 3. Then we now come and say we want to bring, instead of living, we want to create a relationship. Let's even assume that we're not even using department as relationship. We want to create a relationship between the student and the instructor. When we are creating the database for the student, let's assume we created database for the, why do I keep saying database? I'm sorry. Table, a database, Dev Africa is database. Table is instructor and student. Table, not database, I beg, table. Let's assume we've created the instructor table first, and we want to create the student table, and we want to have a link between both. We now say in instructor table, the primary key is the first, most likely the first column, and is always defined. You've already predefined this as the primary key of that particular table. We now import, and we named that primary column instructor ID. We now go and reference instructor ID in student table when we are creating student table. In student table, instructor ID is a foreign key. It naturally is a foreigner, let's call it like that. It does not naturally have business in that particular table, but because we want to link one to another, we want to establish a relationship. Thank you, I'm looking for the right word to use. We want to establish a relationship between the student table and the instructor table. So we call and reference a particular column. So when we reference it, when it comes to this table that we are creating, it is a foreign key, a foreigner. Nigeria wants to establish a relationship with China. What does Nigeria do? It appoints ambassadors that is sent down to China. The fact that a Nigerian ambassador is living in, I think for those countries that have relationship with each other, there's always this ambassador, respective ambassador of those countries in the respective country, like ECOWAS now. I'm sure that for every country under ECOWAS, they have the ambassador in the respective country. So let's assume Nigeria wants to establish a relationship with China. They appoint ambassador and send them to China. Does it mean that those ambassadors are natives of China because they live in China? Most likely are wearing Chinese clothes just to fit in. No, they are foreigners. That's the same thing that happens to when you are trying to establish a relationship. So the fact that instructor ID is existing on the student's table does not mean it should be part of it. It's just a foreigner and a link to create a relationship between instructor table and the student table. Did that make sense?
Yes,
Absolute sense. It
I have
makes
a
sense.
question.
Okay, who has the question?
Please, so from your explanation, my SQL is like a database, like a storage base where the main let's say the main information or whatever, the main data are being stored. Then they're being queried by maybe things like my SQL. Use my SQL to query. Sorry, is it right? Use SQL to query my SQL. So what do we use to query my PostgreSQL, please? You should
Okay,
understand my
you
question.
still use, yes, I do understand your question. You still use SQL. SQL is structured query language. It is a programming language you use to query databases, most likely relational databases. SQL is what you use on MySQL, PostgreSQL, SQL is the language that you use to query them. Don't worry, I'm still going to dive into SQL very soon. Yeah. So I think when I go for that, you understand better. But my SQL and Postgres, they are just database management that you just store database in them. That's what they are. But the language they understand is is SQL, structured query language. All right. So we have data lake and analytic database. Moving on. 1 second. Let me change my screen. Okay, I've changed my screen. Please tell me you can see it.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am, we can
So
see.
we have consumption layer. Consumption layer from the word consumption. That is consuming. We are taking in. But now we are not taking in this vessel. So consumption layer is we've done our processing, we've done everything we want to do. Now we want to make it make sense. We want to explain it to end users, stakeholders, business owners, whatever you are trying to explain, or whoever is at the end of the chain. Now, what do? We use analytical and visualization tools such as Python, Pandas, NumPys, and the likes. For visualization tools, I have analytical tools listed inside this write-up. I did not list them out. I think it must have been an oversight. So I have Excel, Python, Pandas, NumPy, Seaborn for analysis. Yes, don't be surprised I have Excel and analytics. So there are things that you can use Excel to analyze. Because we have been speaking Python here does not mean Excel cannot be used. But you know that in the course of our class here, we are not teaching Excel. I've made that clear in the onboarding section. So yeah, but does not exempt Excel from being where it's supposed to be. So yeah, and for visualization tools, we have Power BI or Tableau. We have Looker Studio. Looker Studio is owned by, is it Google or Microsoft? I can't remember. Yeah, but Looker Studio is there. Then we have Jupyter Notebooks. Yes, you can use Jupyter Notebook for visualization also, and that is where your Seaborn and this thing comes in. Your Seaborn, Matplotlib, those are packages that you use to do visualization in Jupyter Notebooks. You have Streamlit. Like Streamlit, when you are using Streamlit, you have to write a Python script. Streamlit works with Python scripts. You won't be able to break your code into cells like you have with Jupyter Notebook. Now, if you're going to build a Streamlit dashboard, you're going to be writing a Python script like a developer. You're not breaking it. It's going to be together as one. Yeah. So moving on, introduction to SQL. SQL is structured query language. So for I think it was Mr. Munachi that asked the question on SQL. I think when we are done with this particular phase, you should be a little bit clear. I'm not sure I provided the right the detailed response to you the other time. But by the time I'm done here, I think we have just 4 more slides to go. You should be able to have clarity on what is what. So yeah, SQL, structured query language. This is a popular programming language. For me, let me give you a small secret. I think SQL is like the simplest programming language for me, because it's English. Truth be told, it's English. Yes, Python too is English, but that Python self, you get as it be. Let's tell ourselves the truth, but yeah, SQL is simpler for me. Other people have other opinions, but SQL is simpler to learn. Everything is complex, yeah, but you still have, when we are rating it, when I am rating it, please don't, it's not a generic response. When I am rating it, I feel that you can learn SQL faster than you can learn Python. Python has so many things going on in it. SQL is just join, you have just write your cities, and before you know it, you are done. I feel that way, but just prepare your mind that it's not as difficult as it might sound. Because all this big grammar that we've been speaking since, it might make it look like, this thing is a lot. It could be a lot though, but I think if you just prepare your mind that I want to learn it, it will not be a lot for you. So SQL, popular programming language used for storing, processing information into and from a relational database. I hope that my English makes sense. You use it to process and store data into a database. I use it to query from a database. A relational database, I explained that. I don't think I want to go back to that. Okay. SQL was invented in 1970 based on the relational data model. It was initially known as Structured English Query Language, SQL. Some people still mistake it as SQL. Like initially was called SQL. You still hear some people say, "Oh, it's SQL." No, it's not SQL now. It's SQL. Revolutionized. We've changed things, and yeah. So I think I've okay. Relational database management system use structured query language (SQL) to store, manage data. The system stores multiple database tables that relate with each other. Relational relates, create a relationship. SQL commands are CRUD functions. If I don't know if you had access to your outline, you'd have seen CRUD functions. These are CRUD functions. Yeah, these are like CRUD functions further broken down. Sorry, 1 second. Yeah, these are CRUD functions further broken down. What is the meaning of CRUD? Most of them say people SQL mixes of CRUD operations or CRUD functions. And what's the full meaning of CRUD? CRUD is spelled C-U. Let me type because it's not in my slide. 1 second. Okay. I'm trying to access my in-chat message. Okay. CRUD functions. CRUD functions. Okay. This is what I mean by CRUD. CRUD is C for create, R for R for read, U for update, R for read, U for update, D for delete. So these are the operations that you majorly use SQL to perform. Please tell me you can see this in chat message though.
Yes, ma'am, we can see it.
Okay, so outlined here are commands that fall under the CRUD functions. And I have DDLs, DMLs, DCLs, TCLs, and DQL. Let me take this again. DDLs, DMLs, DCL, TCL, and DQL. Under DDL, we have create, drop, alter, and truncate. Under DMLs, you have insert, update, and delete. Under DCL, you have grant and revoke. Under TCL, you have commit, rollback, and save point. Under DQL, you have select. Now, all this plenty grammar that is here, let's go and debunk them one after the other. Okay, DDL. I'll be alternating between this and this so that you know what is what. So DDL, create, drop, alter, and truncate. DDL is data definition language. These are SQL commands that design the database structure. DDLs are used to create and modify database. It is used to design the schema of a database. What is there? We have create, we have drop, we have alter, we have truncate. When you have a database, you create table. You can alter tables, you can drop tables. Drop is delete. You can alter tables like change you can change the way you've defined a table. Maybe something was a primary key before, you can change it, you can alter. It's not set in stone. You can alter it, you can truncate a data set, a table in a database. So those are what DDLs are. their data definition. You define it, like saying let's do it on a lighter note now. In the dating world, if they ask a very average lady, what do you watch? She says, oh, I want my man tall, dark, and handsome. So yeah, so we are defining what we want. You can decide to want your own short, fair, and rich. You can decide to want your own. Oh, I want a Latino. I want a Latino. I want him to be Latino. I want him to be 5'5", from range of 5'8" to 6'2". You see all these things here. So you are defining on a very lighter note. Don't mind me. Just trying to be funny. Just you're defining the structure. So you're using your mouth to create. Don't mind me. You're using your mouth to create what you want. So yeah, data definition. You're specific. This is my spec. Hey, you're creating your spec. That's how this is about. We are just doing data definition. Mr. Dennis, I've seen like 3 different reactions from me. What is going on in this place? Please, can you enlighten me? You are laughing. Okay, I think I want to take that. Is this laughing emoji that is the last one? So yeah, that's what data definition language is. There are commands in SQL that you use to do all these examples that I've listed. So you have DQL, data query language. These are SQL commands that consist of instructions used to retrieve data from a relational database. So that's why if you notice that when I was trying to explain web scraping, and I kept on making the mistake of using the word query, because that was not the right word to use in that context. Now this is the context to use query. You query a database. You don't query a website. You see, that's what I was trying my best to. But you know, when you're talking about data, sometimes you can miss this word for each other. But it's always very good if you are using the correct terminology in the correct context. So yeah, you query a database, and what do? You can say select. Okay, I think I said I would. Okay, yeah. What do we have in GQL? Select. You're selecting. Select. Other select. There are other things. So you can say select from where, having. These are functions. These are commands. But here, they just have it grouped. But when we start writing SQL, you start saying. So you can say select from Dive Africa database, or let's say instructor table. No, let me not use instructor, because instructor does not have so many sample population, because how many of us, there's just one instructor per track. So let's say we're using students. Select from students table where department is equal to data science. Having, you can do any other thing. So these are queries. So this way, like I was using a working wardrobe before my network got destabilized. You want to work into a wardrobe, and you're saying everything is properly sectioned. I are saying, okay, SQL working into Oriomi's wardrobe, and go to the section of suits. Look for a pantsuit. When I mean pantsuit, I mean those ones that comes with trousers. Look for a pantsuit in the color blue section. Look for this way. I'll lose our men there now, because I know that men used to fight with colors. Look for a turquoise blue pantsuit. You see that I have looked for so many things. Like I say, so these are where. These are where statements. I said enter Oriomi's closet. That is the database. Go to the suit section, a table. Go where it is, the suit is a pantsuit, not a skirt suit. Where first wear statement. Where in the suit section it is color blue, another wear statement. So it is that continues. After there's only one wear in a particular query, and the next is that continue. Even if you have multiple conditions, it is where it is pantsuit section and the color of the suit is blue and it is turquoise blue. Now I have 3 conditions then. So those are the way these are queries. So when it's going to return data set for me, you will not find skirt suits in my data set. You will not find color pink in my data set, because I did not ask for it. I did not query for it. It is those things that I asked for that it will give me. So that is what DQL does. Query. Moving on. DML, data manipulation language. So this SQL command used to write new information or modify existing record in database. DML, insert, update, delete. I can decide to insert. Let's say before I only had 4 columns in the student table in my database, and maybe I did not had gender for students. I've already created my table. I'm like, I forgot. Okay, there's no, it's not a done deal. I can go and say in insert table gender into students table in Dev Africa database. Do you understand? So that way I increase, I had what I want to add. Let's say I had gender, I had skin tone or skin. I had anything and everything. It's my business. So it's whatever I like. I defining the definition helps us to define whatever you want to, or however you want your data to look like. Yeah. So that's what was I? DML. Yeah, that's DML. I can decide to drop. I can decide that, oh, I don't want to use this gender column I have is very irrelevant. I drop it, or I delete it, or I update, or I do whatever. I can do anything under these commands, and they are called DMLs. Sorry, take your mind away from that data extraction. So that's an error while trying to prepare your slide. Let me even trash it out now. Okay. Data control language. These are SQL command database administrators use for data control. They are used to manage or authorize database access for other users, e.g. grant command, which permits users to carry out certain manipulating instruction on a database. Now, let's do that. In a database, I wish I can look for, but the problem is I have access to almost all the tables in all the respective databases I have in my companies. If not, I would have found one. Do I have one? I'd have found one. That's going to stress me. Maybe next time I'll show you. If somebody can remind me, I would look for one of the tables I don't have access to, and I will show you the response it gives me anytime I try to query it. It will tell me permission error, meaning I do not have access to everything because I do not need everything. So when I started out, now I have access to almost everything. So now I can't even pinpoint which one I don't have access to, because that's how long I've stayed. So when I started out, there were so many tables I didn't have access to, because when you are working in a company, you don't have access to every and anything. No, that's not possible. You have access to whatever is relevant to your tax, and that's how it happens in my company. So now, most times I grant access. Now I give access to like my colleagues, maybe those that are just joining us, because I stayed longer than a lot of them. So I got access, and now this is the protocol. I won't give you access because the company has employed you. I'll send you to our CTO, because that's my reporting line. I send it to my CTO. My CTO will send me either a mail or a message on Slack authorizing me to give you access. That's how it works. So there's a chain line. You don't just give people access to database anyhow because, oh, this person is my colleague, he has joined our company, blah 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 blah. I think that thing caused a very funny drama between myself and one of my colleagues. The person was like, oh, I want to do this and this, give me access to this and this. I said, go and meet this. I said that CTO's name. Go and meet this man. Tell him I said he should reach out to me. Yes, I have at that point I have that right to, because when push comes to shove, you will be held responsible because you are the one that granted access to this person. Tell this person I said you should send me don't give me phone call. Send me a mail or something that can be documented, that when push comes to shove, it can serve as evidence. I'm saying this now because I'm not limiting you people in my mind. In my mind, I'm already saying head of data teams in respective companies. So I'm saying that as very simple as this can be, it's a very vital information, so that somebody will not come and put anchor. This will call it sheke sheke in my language. Why not come and put anchor for your hand because you were careless with access? Let them document permission. Dear so 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 and so, kindly grant access to so 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 and so on this table. Why when they say grant access, it has to be what is specific to the person's tax. So these are things that are very important, because data, you people are secret keepers. That's what we are. You have information, you have privy to have information that on a normal day you shouldn't have business having information. I've had to work with data that I have access to people's BVN and NINs. Naturally, I'm not supposed to. These are very, very private information. So imagine me being very careless and I just give anybody access. You don't know who is who. God forbid somebody is a very bad person with bad intention, takes people's information and begin to do nonsense with it. That way, you are tampering with the integrity of your company. You are tampering with your integrity as a person, because now you want to change job by needing reference. Nobody will give you reference letter because you've exposed them to hackers. You've divulged information that are not supposed to be divulged, even amongst your colleagues. So that's why when you are giving access to people, your colleagues, let it follow a chain of command. I think I made a very strong emphasis on it when I was doing data security video. Let it, because most funny how, let me not lie to you, when I learned when I went to tech school, nobody taught me this thing that I'm telling you. I learned this thing on the job. Learned it on the job and learned it having to, because one day I sat down and I'm like, this is me looking at almost 7,000 people's BVN. Like, do you get? I'm like, and I thought about it. There has to be something that protects these people, and I had to go and investigate. That's when I found out there was something. There are people called data protection officers. It's a job. Data protection officers. There are data governance rules. There are ethics that govern data, and you see CBN fining companies billions because of bridging data. You see all those terms and conditions that I used to say yes to. I know that all of us used to read it. Myself, I used to read a lot. But when you read terms and conditions, when you are opening apps, they tell you which of your information they are going to have access to. And when you know, a lot of time now, Google is like most linked platform. Google is linked to almost every and any other application. You can sign into application without even having to fill their sign up form using your Google this thing. Using your, just use Google to sign up. Google will tell you when I am providing your information to third parties, this and this is what I am going to provide. Data ethics and the government information. So the fact that Google has your information does not mean they will provide every and anything. So yeah, these are very, very, this is how important data is being held. In Nigeria, it might not be that much of a big deal, but if you have an international job, they can sue you. And the more serious note, this is not even funny. They can sue you because you mishandled their data, because somebody trusted you with their information, and you not even have just one person. You're having thousands of people trust you with their information, and these are very, very important. So yeah, when you are granting access to your colleagues, even when you do analysis, and maybe one of your boss gave you instruction to do analysis, and somebody say, oh, the analysis that so a person said you should do, can you send me the results? No, sir, cannot send you the results. This is especially when you are dealing with information. Me now, I deal directly with the MD of my company. So sometimes there are very sensitive numbers and figures of transactions that are supposed to be shown to stakeholders. If you come and meet me, I am not the one, and I have not gotten prior instruction from the managing director that I should send it to you. But yeah, I will go and ask him, excuse me, sir, so person said I should send him the analysis of the tax you gave me. Should I send it? So these things are very, so you'll be like police officer. You see, I'm taking my time to explain the importance of data security and this thing. You'll be like police officer, they are policing, you police it very, very well, because the truth is, if the roles were reversed and you're filling your document, your BVN into platforms with the mindset that you trust that they will not jeopardize you and they will not make your data known to those.
Please, am I the
Hello,
only one who can't hear?
hello.
No, so I can't hear either.
Okay.
It's an enemy.
I'll switch to my former room house.
Hello.
We can hear you, boss.
Okay, I'm just trying to make sure I'm good. Like,
Uh,
I was explaining data control. Yeah, I think I've learned data control. I've said a lot of things that could like drum in the importance of data control and the languages that we use to grant access, revoke access, and all. So the last one, not the least, is transactional control language. My system is connected, so you have to hear this. I'm not displaying my time for now. So we finish talking. Transactional control language, TCL. They are SQL commands used by relational engines to automatically make database changes. So it's just explain it like it is. You might not having to go through the old data manipulation and all other queries and make changes. This is administrators and make use of this, not regular data scientists. So being a data administrator is a job description. So yeah, data administrators, data engineers, they're the ones that majorly make use of CCLs. So I think that brings me to the end of this. I'm tired. I'm tired. Everybody's tired. You can sleep. Thank you for your time. I think I'm done. Yeah. Any question? Let's give 5 minutes question and answer before we call it a day. Please tell me if you can hear me. Questions, show of hands if you have questions. We've used this is 907 Jesus. Okay. Questions. Questions. You I said you were clear, you were not confused. I'm not leaving you confused and you came. So if you don't have questions for me, it's fine, but any question. Was I clear enough? Okay, let's not do just questions. Let's do feedback on the class. Aside the network, yes, I know network was bad, and I apologize on behalf of myself and my network, even though it was not my fault. But
I
yeah,
have a question.
still,
If I already
who is
have if I already have my SQL in my system, do I need my post blah 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 that other one that I say we should download?
it's very concerning that you don't even know what you want to download. Ha! I'm in trouble. Oh. You have to know what you want to download
Yeah, no,
because
no,
I
no,
don't
no,
know.
no. You are not in trouble. I know what I want to download.
Okay, so I need you to download Postgres. I don't want to use my SQL. Except all of you want me to use my SQL. I don't want to use my SQL. Truth be told, I want to use something that you can relate to when you start working. But if everybody don't want to use Postgres, we can start using my SQL. I don't know. I don't mind, but I would have loved for you to use Postgres. So Postgres, let me not throw it open. Postgres is what we are using. The moment I start giving options now, we will not be able to come to a consensus.
Okay,
Postgres
that's
SQL
fine.
is what we are downloading. Sometimes you can see it as PG admin. Hey, why am I seeing postnatal? Jesus, I just opened the in chat. Kill it postnatal.
My doesn't know what he wants to download now, so I was helping him.
Ah, Mr. Divine, please spare me. So you are doing Postgres. You can Google Postgres SQL. I'm typing it in the chat box. So when you see it or whatever, you can see it, and they typically mean the same thing. And I showed you. Now my system is off. I showed you what the this thing should look like. I don't know if I can share image. And let me take a screenshot on my phone and show you. But anybody that can help me with that and show him what it looks like later on. Maybe when I leave this call, because me, I'm not waiting for that. I'm tired. I'm exhausted. I'm still going to attend to other things.
But I
So
dropped the link so you can just download everything entirely.
you're a lifesaver. Thank you very much. Please, you can maybe drop the links again for those of them that had to leave the call because of network. You know, when they leave the call, the chat gets cleared. Please kindly do me the favor. I beg. Thank you very much. I do appreciate it.
But okay, maybe I'll just drop it on Slack so that everybody can just have access to it after the
You're a
call.
lifesaver. You're a lifesaver. Thank you very much. Yeah. So it was drop it so that way it's that you don't keep roaming around the internet. I don't know what you are doing. You have what to install. But in case you are still confused, please actively use your Slack channel. I'm trying my best to open your Slack channel this week because I'll not lie to you. Today I opened your Slack channel. And kudos to Mr. To I think it was Divine. I don't know, Divine and Mr. Agu. I was saying the class is going to start and on and on. Thank you so much. People like you make all this thing worthwhile. So it not be like as if I was only talking about the ones that are not impressing me. The people that are impressing me, God bless you. Thank you. Your efforts will not be in vain. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for your contribution, your time, your effort, the extras that you are doing to make this a success. Thank you. Thank you very much. I am really grateful. We all at Dive Africa, we are grateful because it takes extra. You are a student like every other person is. So but when you begin to do extra, you're trying to make everything easy for all of us. So thank you. This is me saying thank you on behalf of everybody at Dive Africa. Thank you very much. So the person that asked question, I think it was I'm not sure I got the person correctly. I'm not using my system. Thank you, Mr. Ibrahim. I'm really happy to be of service. Thank you. So yeah, I think thank you all. Like I'm happy that it's like the number of people I started this class, the number of people I'm ending this classes. It is impressive. Like it's a long time and nobody left. I am grateful. I'm so sorry we took so much of your time, but I didn't want to move this to next week. If I had moved it, the thing you're supposed to cover next week, it will hit out of the game. So thank you for staying. Thank you. Just thank you. This is me giving you a virtual hug. Thank you. God bless you. Thank you very much. And I really wish you have you have a wonderful night. And I hope that I do not leave anybody confused and you're enlightened. If you have any question, please tag me on Slack. I'll try to attend to it. I will try my best. But if I don't, please cut me some slack. I'm a very busy person. I apologize in advance. If I don't attend your message on time, I'm not ignoring you. I most likely had not checked it. So please, I apologize. And if you want to assist me, you can send me a mail because I check my mail. Either reach this afternoon or this day. If I don't even check, I don't see a notification on my phone. So yeah, you can send me a mail to just drop my attention. Oh my, I dropped you. No way, you can use our mail as our chatting channel. I dropped you a message on Slack. Please, can you kindly attend to it? Oh yeah. So yeah, I always attend to my mails. I refresh my mail every day. So yes, I dropped 2 of my mails that you can reach out to me via. So thank you. Thank you so much for staying. Have a wonderful night rest. I see you next week, Thursday. So that we don't have to have another live session because we finished all I have for today. So next week, please have everything installed. I beg in the name of God. I will not wait for you to install on Thursday. I am kicking off SQL proper on Thursday. I will not wait for you to install. I have said it though. I will not wait for you to install on. So anything you have, any English you want to speak on installation, please speak it from tonight, tomorrow. Tonight, everybody go and sleep. I don't know, sorry, whatever you want to do. But tomorrow till Wednesday, speak all the grammar, ask for all the helps. any comma, any full stop, please let's trash it. Thursday, kick off. I'm not staying here on Thursday till 9 p.m. with you people. So that because I still have reports and other things to fix before I go to work tomorrow. So yeah, please, you see the way I'm trying to lay emphasis on. Install all the installables. Ask all the questions on the installation that you are confused about. Yeah, I'm not saying you don't have questions. Please, I'm even expecting you to have questions. Ask all your questions. We will attend to it. Mr. Agu and Mr. Divine, in fact, Mr. Divine, both of you, I want to assume that Mr. Divine had installed a lot of things. So please do me the favor, in case where somebody had sent a message and they need help that I have not attended to, abeg help my life. Help me attend to them. If I don't attend to them, please help me attend to them, because I know that I think both of you or one of you had installed these packages. Please help me assist. I know you are busy. Oh. This is moving asking you for extra. Emma Binu, please just help me so that all of us can move at the same pace. So yeah, that brings us to a wrap. Thank you for tonight. Oh my god, I feel stressed, but it's fine. Thank you. Have a wonderful night rest, everybody. And for the beautiful ladies that are here, I can see very beautiful pictures. Olayinka and Rose. Sorry, I'm a woman supporting women person. So yeah, Rose, I love your pictures. You look so pretty. Hello. So yeah, see you people. Bye. Good night.
Good night, everyone.
Good night, everyone.
Divine, how far? Divine, I've left the chat too.